one moment. Welcome to episode 43 of Collecting Justified, and I'm here. I'm back. I almost forgot how all this works. If you tuned in to last week's episode, you were here longer than I was because I missed the first 2.5 hours of my own live stream. Kenny held it down, and in typical Justin fashion, I get a great guest on, and I can't make it. Well, oh well. You know, I'm here this week, right? So all's right with the world. And I tuned in for the last 30 minutes. How much of me do you actually need? You know, these guys were here. They kept you company. They kept you entertained. At least I hope they did, David. At least I hope they did. But we're back this week. We have another special guest, none other than PacPhotos. Pac, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for making the time to be here tonight.
So thanks for having me up, y'all. This is fun. To follow up last week's guest, I was like, man.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. Clever was great. But this, I really just enjoy having more people on to talk, you know, so I just don't have to constantly hear David say the same thing about boots every week. You know, it just wears on you. It wears on you. Speaking of boots, David, that video did go up this morning. Okay. The little clip from episode. I could not believe when you told me it was from episode 23. I could not believe it was from that long ago.
20 episodes
ago, David.
Now.
Wow.
That's wild.
Been doing this.
We were so young back then.
Right? Less grays, you know, like it's really crazy. And I'm more blown away that like I've been available every Saturday night for like 40 episodes now because I joined in 4, right? Episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Was that episode timeline wise? Have I had a kid and a heart attack since then? Is that how that works?
You didn't have a heart attack. So dramatic.
It was basically a heart attack, David. Okay.
No,
it was
it was
basically
like a slight panic attack.
Tomato.
Dramatic again.
It's whatever, David. Anyway, so we've got a packed show tonight. So let's go ahead and get into this housekeeping. Look at this graphic. I was so excited to debut this new graphic, and I wasn't here last week to debut it. So with the help of my wonderful skills, Kenny's wonderful skills, and the magic of AI, we have the other four guys. It's not just my ugly mug on the logo, on the Collecting Justified thumbnail anymore, the logo, if you will. We also have Cuppy and Captain Carrier, and these other four dweebs are down here as well, I guess. We got Andrew, Basement for Life, Kenny with the Superman shirt, David repping the Bootgate 2025 shirt, and of course Alexi with the dinosaurs. Because everybody, what does Alexi do for a living? For the replay, he's going to watch this. He digs up dinosaurs. That's something we learned about him, right?
Clearly.
Yeah, everybody asks him about it. He loves it. Asks him about it. So this is Collecting Justified, your favorite Saturday night live stream where we talk about toys, justify our collecting. We try to be consistently here every week. We've only ever missed 1 week, and I technically, besides that 1 week, have not missed a single week despite power outages. Last week counts, David. I popped in at the end. Okay, it counts. Okay. Yeah. So you can see Andrew's here today. The free Andrew from the Basement Fund is open. Funds were met. However, the goal has reset, and Andrew will be dragged kicking and screaming back to the basement if the secret goal, I'm not going to tell you how much, is not met this week. So help this man. You see, Andrew tagged out. Well, Andrew tagged in. Alexi had to tag out. So you had to go keep hot, warm in the basement down there. We do have cable, though. So thank everybody for support. For the support. There's cable down there. Andrew enjoys that.
Just no internet.
So you can also become no internet. Andrew, come on. Afford the full package. There is a home phone, right? The line, no phone. You can become a channel member, a member of the Justified. And by doing that, you get all these wonderful perks. You can become a Justified MVP or just, the lower tier, what Kenny refers to as the lesser, whichever tickles your fancy. And by becoming a Justified member, you do get a shout out at the beginning and end of each live stream. And don't worry, I do the shout outs at the beginning. At the end, who knows who's going to do it? That's usually up to you guys, and you pick your poison on who you want to read. So tonight, who knows? But right now, it will be me. We're starting out with Justified MVPs. Thank you, Z-Man12 Bat, the OG, very first Justified channel member, Legion X Rick, Compulsive Collector, John, my biggest fan, John Morrissey, my best friend. Shut up, Kenny. Also, David Evan Smith, Michael Davis, St. James, Encounter Culture, and the newest Justified MVP, Bring Toys to Work, Michael. Thank you so much, everybody, all of the Justified MVPs. And now to get into the ones that I still love an equal amount. Kenny may not, but we get into the Justified. Dan, who reviews, Christopher Allen, Displayed Once, Kurt K, Cole's Cave, Ya Boys Got Toys, Super Turk 5000, Mikey Moonboots, not Miley Moonboots, Jay's Toy Collection UK, who did contribute to the stream tonight, whether if he knows it or not, Chi Chi Collects, Jared Byrne, Jesse Hubbard, Stoned Capybara, Gabriel, Lone Dragon, It Started With a Click, Shelly, Phil Jones, AJ Marine, Cardback. Where's Cardback? I haven't seen him in the chat yet. Darth Primus, The Wolf Pack, John Busink Jr., and Codeman617. Thank you to all the Justified channel members. And of course,
two things before you continue. All right. Cardback, remember, Cardback, we lost Cardback 2 weeks ago because of my long-winded rant on the members. The other thing is, I know I've identified a clip that you need. From this movie right here. All right, Last Crusade. When the knight, when they get into there, they're going to look for the Holy Grail, and the knight is like, choose wisely. Okay. That's what you need when trying to convey the message to people in the chat who's going to read these lists. That's the clip you need. Choose wisely. All right, just saying. All right, please continue your stream.
Okay. This commercial break was brought to you by Kenny and Counterculture. So there we go. Yeah, Kenny, we'll get that. We'll get that. I'm always looking for new clips. So the thumbnail for tonight, we got Pac right there at the front. And this was, when I made this thumbnail originally, it was just going to be about the leak list. And then that same day I made the thumbnail, Todd's like, well, here you go. And just drops like a mountain of reels on us, like right on my head. So I had to go in, and painstakingly edit it and just throw reveals and on the top there. That's the only thing I changed. I couldn't be bothered. I was on vacation this week, so I was in full like dad mode, taking care of the kids. So you get what you get. So here we go, guys. Let's start out with, and then of course we do have the stream itinerary right here. So first of all, we will get to know Pac, then we'll do our pickups. And guys, I'm always a little self-conscious. It always takes us, an hour or two to get to the main topic. But people come here for the banter. They come here for the fun. And can we normalize being excited about pickups? Because I know a lot of people don't like it. Some people do. I like it. Here's the thing. If the stream is always about what's coming and we're not appreciating what the hell we're actually getting, then what's the point? Can we normalize being excited about pickups and spending like 3 hours on pickups? Can we? Yeah. On the day that Justin has like 30 things to show off? I mean, this isn't just about me, okay? But it's for you guys. It's not just about me. It's not just because I have so much this week, but can we normalize pickups, okay? And then Legends going savage? I have no idea what that could be about. It's news to me. And Mcfarlane Mania. What the hell is Todd doing? What the hell? Giving us a ton of figures. That's what he's doing. A ton of figures. And also, David, I don't know if you saw, did you get a pre-order in on the new Batman the Animated Series wave that apparently went up for pre-order on Target?
No, I missed that.
I missed it. I feel like it was probably a glitch in Target system, because from what I saw people saying at 9:01, it was saying sold out. That's just from what I've seen.
I found the last wave in the store before they even went for pre-order. So yeah. I could probably go tomorrow to Target and just pick up X,
We're on wave 5 now, right? That just went up for pre-order. Is that what it is? Wave 5?
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
So good, wave 4 went up for pre-order too on the same day. So there we go. I did pre-order an extra Hardak. So I will say, if you want an extra Bruce Wayne head, so Hardak's like a great figure to get multiples of, because you get 2 different Hardak heads. You get the Bruce Wayne Build-A-Figure head. So I'm taking that Bruce Wayne Build-A-Figure head. I'm putting it on one of my other Batmen, because we get like 30, right, within a year. I'm putting that Bruce Wayne head on a Batman. I'm going to display both Hardaks with both heads. And that extra sword is going to go with my X-Men 97 Nightcrawler. So perfect extra pack. Go ahead and get it, because I feel like that's the one that's going to sell out and be hard to find, the aftermarket. So go get them. I've already got my pre-order in, so everybody have at it. I'm not going to make the announcement until I got mine in. So there we go. So guys, let me get this off the screen, and I'm going to bring Pac up to the big screen here. Oh, no. So Pac, introduce yourself. I don't know why. I don't know how anybody wouldn't know you, but tell us who you are, where you're from, your exact address, and where you keep your money.
We're just gonna dox me this.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
It all started when I was. Me, PacPhotos. I am around like the DC area ish. Collect a bunch of stuff. I mean, mainly like DC and Marvel stuff. Lately, I've gotten into like the anime figures. So you're not alone, Justin.
Yeah. Thank you.
I guess I've been collecting since I was a kid, right? Like that's how we all started. I think the first figures I can remember getting were Swamp Thing figures when I was a kid.
Nice.
Like those were the first, and then the other one was those old school Marvel figures, like the Hulk and the Thing. I had those. Those were my favorite. But yeah, do that. I make really poorly edited YouTube videos and take photos of my figures at my kitchen counter. Yeah, just There's not really much to know about me. I'm kind of just like a simpleton.
Oh man, come on. I think I found your channel. I think it was like one of your DC Multiverse videos, and you were there weren't a lot of people really diving in and doing a lot of DC Multiverse content. And I found your content and I was like, oh, this guy's like down to earth. And you do a lot of different kind of, I don't know, different videos. You had one of the first Elvis Stitch NECA videos up, right?
Yeah.
And I should have listened to your advice because that figure is bad.
Oh, the hair doesn't stay on, right?
Oh my God. It looks good. It looks good if you can get it to just stand there, but it's bad. So
pose it around. Yeah.
Right. All Pac's YouTube and Instagram links are down in the description of this video. So make sure you click over, give them a follow, give them a subscription if you haven't. So Pac, I have a list of questions here. And they're not reused from last week. Don't believe anything anybody's saying. Yeah, I didn't get to ask them last week anyway. So
you weren't even here. How do you know what the questions were?
Right. So when did you start collecting?
I mean, as an adult or when I was younger? Because I had like
baby Pac.
The actual date. Like, do you have the receipt from the first purchase?
Item.
Yeah. KB Toys, 1991, I think.
Okay, I remember that day. Yeah.
I do want to mention just a backtrack. You're like, I was one of the few that was like, there was like a handful of us doing DC Multiverse reviews back then, and like it's funny, like everyone does it now. Just want to say, like, we got made fun of so that everyone else could walk later.
You did, yeah. Yeah, man. I feel like we've talked about this a lot on this channel.
Yeah,
we have been. We all started kind of making fun of Todd's DC Multiverse lines, and then we all kind of slowly started picking them up, and it feels like conditioning. And I'm lucky the live stream never got demonetized. I made a reference as like being like collecting DC Multiverse kind of felt like an abusive relationship, you know, like, no, it's okay, he's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. But and it's like, oh man, these are crap. I mean, but look at this new Batman though, right?
And the funny thing is, you're not the first person that said that before, because I remember I caught myself early on the last, like, hey man, the sculpts are nice though. You don't know it, like it's okay, it might not move, but the sculpts are nice.
Right? Yeah. You just see how he is in public. You don't see how he treats me, right? But you don't see the 300 amazing Superman figures Kenny has, right?
Yeah. They're all great. I love every single one of them. No problem.
I will say, for the crap we give him, he has made strides in the right direction. The cloth capes are great. Name another affordable toy line that's doing that, like, consistently. Like, you just can't. It's like imports, you know? And he's the 7-inch scale. We all hate on him for that, but we're quick to look over NECA, you know, Super 7, RIP DC Direct, you know, we're quick to overlook that and just kind of bitch about his 7-inch line, but he's not the first to do it, you know? So take it or leave it. I feel like, and he has gotten better. I mean, Nightfall Batman is an amazing figure. I know everyone's ranting and raving about the new Superman. One of those new Superman figures are great.
Yeah.
And he's done some good ones. I'll never forgive him for how he did that Wonder Woman figure. I don't know if you like it, Pac, but I got it and I initially liked it, and the more I held it, the more I very strongly disliked it. Because yeah.
I just have it this pose because there's no other way to pose it. I'm just like that. Yeah.
Right. Don't even try to bend the knees. Don't even try to bend the knees.
It's not a bad figure. I have both. I have that and the chase. I don't know. They're fine.
No,
don't.
I'm an apologist. I'm I'm sorry. My bad.
So Bach, you already kind of answered my next question. The what do you collect? So is it, you said it's mainly Marvel and DC, and you've gotten into some anime stuff. Are there any like independent lines, or have you gotten behind any Kickstarters or any other like smaller toy lines?
Yeah, I got an AWOC figure just to kind of like for science, and then I also got the Cursed Dead. I backed that. Nice. I had the Odious that Apparel Universe did, and I have one of the Praetorians from Action Force. And I picked up the Jada figures. Like I picked up Blanca and Guile and Bison. So I have I pick and choose with certain lines and like just to try it out, see how the figures are.
Yeah. All right. Just a fun toy you can get behind it, right? Just that's the way I kind of think most of us are. We don't really care who makes it as long as it's a good, fun figure. Then who cares, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mainly now though, like I pick and choose with both because my main focus for collecting now, I don't know if you can see it in my collection, but is like the animated series stuff, like the Batman, like all the re-releases, and like anything animated for like X-Men or Spider-Man, I'll collect. Like that's my main focus, and then my Infinity Gauntlet display.
Yeah. Right. Same. I'm all about the animated series, like early 90s to mid 90s growing up. Like that's my mind's eye. The Iron Man animated series, Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman. I love it. I love it. So what would you say is the best figure you've picked up so far this year? Like just the top of your head.
Surprisingly, it's not going to be any Marvel DC. It's this Fig Arts Izuku Midoriya from Bandai.
Gesundheit. Yes. No, this man, Figure Arts has been killing it here lately. They really have. And to be like an import company and to just, I don't know, I worry sometimes about them stretching themselves too thin, and because they are just popping out everything like anime wise.
Yeah. But they're also available for $35 at like Target or Best Buy, so it's pretty cool to see.
And that's how they really wrote me in, because before I was like, oh, I'll pick up like one or two like Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts, okay, because they're super expensive. Then they're like, oh wait, $35. Here's a character from this saga. $35. Here's one from here. And then you're like, oh, I've got him. Well, now he needs a friend. Now I've got to build out the team. I've got to build out all those looks from that saga. And that's how they get you.
That's how they get you, man. It's the gateway drug. You can't like say.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. That's right.
We're going to give you the Goku from each saga for $35. But then, like, God forbid you want Yamcha, because that's 120 premium Bandai. So, go fuck yourself, basically what they're saying. That's
those are words. Yeah.
So let's see here. So if we're thinking about older toys, Pac, because you said you've been collecting since you were yay tall. I'm holding my hand down low.
Since I had a hit, I used to have hair. Yeah.
I feel like I'm not too far behind you, man. It's thinning every day. But if you had a time machine and you had the adult money you have today, and you could go back to a random year, like let's say 1995, walk in Toys R Us with the money in your bank account right now, what are you buying?
The Shogun Megazord. That was the one Megazord I wanted. Like I had the original Megazord, and then I had the Ninja ones as well. The ones that they got in the second gen, and then also the Shogun one was the one that eluded me. That was the one I wanted to get.
Yes. Is that the one where originally the US release, did they do the white one as pink instead at first, and they went back and corrected it, or do I have that backwards? Did they do it? So I remember it being an issue at some point, or somebody. There's like two versions, I think.
Yeah, it might have been that one. But I thought it was originally pink because she had the crane, I think, right? No, I think of the other.
No, the Shogun. That's when that was their individual ones, right?
Yeah, where they have
yeah. So I'm the same, man. I'm trying to go back and collect the 90s Zords a little bit at a time, like maybe get one like mint a year or something like that, because they're so expensive on the aftermarket unless you can find a great deal.
Just wait for the Playmates one.
Right. Oh my god.
That's a sore subject. You don't want to. Yeah. You don't want to.
David, I think I feel heart attack number 2 coming on. That's
yeah. You'll be okay.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
Just breathe.
All right.
Sorry.
Playmates isn't real. It can't hurt me. So Pac, the last and possibly most important question. So there is just an epic movie that a lot of people haven't seen, and I'm wondering like your thoughts on it, right?
I saw this last week.
So what are your thoughts on the classic film Kubo and the Two Strings?
I wish I could lie and say I know what that is.
Damn it!
You don't have to.
One of these days.
This is a safe space to admit that you've never seen this movie because Andrew said he saw it too. So
yeah.
Never mind.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. It's on Netflix. So now there's no excuse.
None.
Nope. No excuse, Kenny.
There's a lot of shit on Netflix, so you can like
I missed it.
scroll
I missed it.
endlessly before having to actually land on that.
I just doom scroll on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not actually going to watch anything. I'm just.
Well, there's a nice thing called a search bar.
Yeah. So one of these days, I'm gonna do like a channel members only, like watch along, and it will just be me just watching it on stream. And David will pop in just to say weeb shit and leave.
No, I won't. Won't even do that.
Perfect. All right. So let's see here. So moving on. I think we've got to know Pac a little bit. Thank you, Pac.
Yeah.
So moving on to
just cross it out. We've moved on.
Yeah, just cross it out. We know Pac now. We know him. That's all we need to know. You're good to go. You're good to go. But no, so as the glorified guest, Pac, let me bring you back up here. We're going to do our pickups. And like I said, can we normalize being excited about pickups every week? You know, we don't have to like run through them after everybody else is done and I do mine at the end. We can take our time, right? At that last point when we get to my turn, right? So, Pac.
Yeah.
What have you picked up this week that you're excited about, my friend?
I have a lot. So this one I had to just to stay on brand. I'm going to cover the feet. So I got this.
Whoa!
Had to get this.
Good call.
Triggered.
Don't want to trigger anybody.
We don't need that. Yeah.
David heard helicopters all of a sudden.
I picked up this because I'm actually going to work on. I was rewatching one of Glenn Webb's videos for Action Figure Evolution. I was going to do one for the DC line with Superman figures, so I picked up Chad Superman, like
Super Chad Superman.
And Kenny was there earlier. I didn't get to bump into you. There's a lot of people there, dude.
There were so many people there today.
Yeah, he totally didn't run the other way when he saw you.
I figured it was the opposite. I figured you saw me and you're like, dude, I just saw you 2 weeks ago. I'm good. And I'm going to see
Oh, that's what I meant, actually.
Like 3 hours tonight. So, yeah, I'm going to move on. Yeah.
I wish I would have seen you just so I could recreate the same. Hey, aren't you encountered?
Exactly.
This, speaking of like childhood and retro, I saw this and you can see the discoloration on it, but I got it for like $15. I got the tick. It's not blue anymore, but yeah.
Dude, memory unlocked. I think I had that exact one.
You did?
He's turning into the mucus tick. You remember mucus tick?
Yeah.
That's what that one's turning into. Damn.
That's long-term engineering that they did there.
Wow. Who knew they had the foresight, you know?
No.
I was going to pick up Arthur, but that dude's chest was all yellow and brown. I was like, this isn't going to be cool.
He's turning into something else.
Uh-oh.
I had gotten this there as well because staying on brand of collecting animated series. I don't know if they're going to ever re-release this, but I got the Penguin.
Looks good.
I did the same thing. You can't take the risk, right? With the Penguin, it being like the last big one of his rogues gallery that you don't know if he's coming out with or not. You just can't take the risk.
It was either that or Ventriloquist, but I was like, maybe I'll see Ventriloquist again.
Yeah.
And then this one I'm going to work on a review. I got this for all the heads paws, but it's the Maximum series Batman.
Yeah.
Maximum.
Truly Maximum. Truly Maximum.
There's no spider sperm.
That's true. It is missing.
It's like Hank Hill. He's like, oh.
That's the best head in that set. Yeah. I freaking love that head.
Yeah, David knows a lot about head.
So.
Yep. And then then this new 52 Superman. That's
which it's definitely a Superman.
Yeah.
It's definitely Superman.
It's a thing.
They forgot the wire, man. I'm like, there's no way they stitched this on there without an intention of putting a wire in there.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Is that all of them?
All these Supermans? Yeah.
All of them don't have the wire, but it's stitched as if it would have a wire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
mine's the same. It didn't have a wire, but it's definitely the stitch is there for sure. Yeah.
Is there stitching on the bottom of the cape or just the edges, the sides?
Stitching on the bottom too.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is actually the next phase is what they're working on is bring your own wire. You know?
Mhm.
So like they just put the stitching in there and then you go buy some wire and then
Yeah. DIY. Yeah.
well,
DIY.
Supervisor Kenny hadn't fired the wire guy that week.
It's true. That was my bad. My bad. I as my supreme supervisor position last month, I may have overreacted and things went south. It's fine. Whatever.
Maybe somebody hijacked the truck that was carrying those figures and
Look.
surgically removed the wire from every cape.
Things
and repackaged
happened
it.
last month under my watch, and that's why I am no longer the supreme supervisor of the factory. Okay.
Yeah.
And that wire guy was 1 week away from retirement. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless
Tragic.
his soul.
Damn it, Kenny.
I mean,
Damn it.
whatever. Anyway,
All
please,
right.
please.
Pac,
continue.
anything else to show off, my friend, before I'm forced to go to one of these other guys?
I think that's it. But I'll mute myself. I might end up opening some of these figures on the stream if that's cool with you guys.
You
Live
can
with
mute
Pac.
yourself
go
or
right
not.
ahead.
Typically, Alexi doesn't mute himself when he's typing or opening. So if you want to keep that going, feel free.
When I was clipping the bit for that video that went up today about the Jean Grey's boots, I was just like trying to like lower the volume on Alexi's typing. I was like, damn it. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I like in
let's
the
see here.
video you posted, like David was like, "Yeah, I'm still gonna buy it."
Yeah. I have to buy it.
Quote-
I mean, damn.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I told John Morrissey, like, that is just like the epitome of a modern day collector right there. Fucking hate it. I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy two, but I hate it. Okay, but
Yeah. Let the record show. Yeah.
let the record show. So let's see here. So Kenny, you said you've got a lot today too, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go
can
Andrew,
sandwich it.
David, then Kenny, then
there you
myself. But before we do any of that, guys, I almost forgot. I didn't say hello to all the wonderful people in the chat. I wanted to get to Pac first. You know, I don't want Pac to have to wait. You know, Kenny told me to make the Lessers wait. That's what it was. He nudged me and was like, "Make the Lessers wait. We got a guest, okay?" So my best friend John Morrissey was here bright and early. Am I the first one here? Does Justin have electricity? Is Andrew out of the basement? Have I disappointed David? Is Alexi AWOL? Is Kenny really an AI? Does PacPhotos not have better plans? All these questions and more. Oh my gosh. That's kind of hurt my feelings there. Then this Encountered Culture guy was here. David was here. Dan who? Dan who was here. You know, I want to say bright and early. Basically, it's morning time for him. McDelta Sierra was also here. Hello. Flapuma. Pow. Oh, wait. Wrong stream. Darth is here. What's up, boys? What's up, Darth? Z-Man here, dropping the channel member emojis. JBTM is here as well. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, JBTM. Z-Man dropping the 8-month Justified channel member chat. What up, party people? It's 2:18 a.m. here. Justified.
Can we pause for a second? So this is weird. 2:18 a.m. is the exact minute I was born, and it was California time. So technically it's 5:18 a.m. in New York time. But like that number just kind of follows me everywhere. Like I look at my phone at a random time in the day, and it's 2:18. So it's like very strange that of all times, Z-Man posts that minute, the minute I was born. Something's connected.
Man. David,
something's connected, Z-Man.
You got to
now
make
that
David.
you mention it, 2:18. Yeah. David, now that you mention it, 2:18 a.m. was the exact time that Kenny fired the boot guy at Hasbro in the factory.
Weird.
Weird. Yeah.
Wild.
That's
something
creepy,
magic
man.
about that number.
Creepy.
Play that number in the lottery.
Okay, sorry. Andrew is here. That's here. Yeah, yeah. David, actually, the stream is going to end at exactly 2:18 a.m. So,
Oh my god, my battery won't
go.
last.
Now we,
I know that.
now we have a goal.
93%
Now
today.
we have a goal. John Morrissey's excited. His 2 Jean Greys arrived. Oh, she has yellow boots. That's a lie. Just wanted to make David's head explode. But look who's here. Well. The boys got toys. Also, we have a $5 super chat from Compulsive Collector. The way Justin keeps luring guests into doing this with their Saturday is sinister. Like Hansel and Gretel type shit. Do not eat the house. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. You know, the thing is, guys, you know, John, he jests, but you know, he knows he's my best friend. You know?
Thank you so much for being my friends.
Thank you, John. You know, just got all the best friends named John. You know, let's see here. Also, oh my gosh, Michael, bring toys to work with the $10 super chat. Love PacPhotos. He has such a great IG account and is a positive force collecting community. I'm glad you're spotlighting him this week. There we go. Bring toys to work, always with the love. Always
it helps.
With the love.
It helps when you live in my neighborhood. You know, we're basically down the street from each other. So you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Kenny and Pac met that one time in that back alley. You know, some people doing toys, and
we just become best friends. Yep.
That's how it happened.
It
was exactly how.
And then Pac saw him today and walked the other way.
That's in my Google search history as Kenny and Pac meeting in a back alley somewhere.
see how the world just comes together like that, you know.
Oh no.
It came together, yeah.
And then Alexi. Oh my god. $9.99 super chat. Justin is a tyrant. # no king. Thank you, Alexi. Thank you, Alexi. And I think what he's trying to say is that's what I heard anyway. That's what I heard. Thank you, everybody. Also, Art G is in the house. What's up, Art? Thank you for being here, my friend. All right, let's see here. Woof. Okay, so now Andrew. So I know you've been in the basement, right?
Yeah.
It's been hiatus after hiatus. Do you have any new pickups this week or over the past 2 weeks?
You know, I was in the basement, then the storm shelter.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
last week.
Yeah.
No internet.
That was the thing.
But I was able to go outside. I was able to go to Walgreens and pick up the 212 clone. So it'll go great with my Commander Cody.
You know,
the joint's real.
You're always showing off these guys in these white suits, like the clone troopers and everything. Are you just showing me the same figure like every time you're on?
we
got to repaint them every time.
Yeah.
And then I went to Walmart, a different Walmart than our usual, and I found this, a K2. I've been wanting one of those. This thing is tall. I mean, he was in the movie too, and the series.
How tall is he next to? Oh, geez.
I mean, it's
like a McFarlane figure.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I put in an order on Amazon and it finally come in this week. I got the 2-pack Shriek Hawk Mandalorians.
Okay.
And I'm really digging. I don't know if you can see it, but their guns have a gold paint.
Ooh, details on the weapons.
I like it.
Wow. You don't see that often.
The holster on his, it's like right there on the side. Instead of being on the hip, it's I guess facing toward the crotch. Better look out.
Is that removable too?
Don't need
or is it
misfire.
molded in?
It's molded in, sort of.
Yeah,
it's kind of like molded to the whole belt.
I hate when they do that.
But I like it. It's nice. Then I went to a different Walmart. That's not in our area. That's about in Anderson, so it's about 20 minutes away. Finally found one of these. The
Nice.
Praetorian Guard. And of course, I had to
Ooh.
get with it the Moff Gideon in the Mandalorian armor.
Oh,
And then, last but not least, I'm trying to figure out if I want to open this or not, just because of the nostalgia.
Yes.
But it's the Count Dooku in the bubble pack.
nice. Do you already have like an older one opened already?
Nope.
No.
And it comes with
Just
like
buy
a little
two.
swoosh effect lightsaber. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, they're starting to do that now. You know, we
Yeah.
got something else to talk about later. I know you're excited about. That may come with those.
We do. We do. I just need to figure out how I'm going to get my hands on him.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It will go online, so don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Talking
No, it'll
about
go
that.
online and then it'll be offline very quick because it got sold out because everybody wants it.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, Andrew.
So,
It's okay.
so if you see one, can you just like snag it up?
Yeah.
Pay you?
If it's in stock when I go to pre-order, I might just go ahead and pre-order 2, just in case. And then if you tell me you got one, I'll see if I can cancel one, or I'll just be like a normal scalper douchebag and just be like, "Oh, $300 who wants it?"
Yeah,
You know,
double the price.
I'm lying.
Yep.
I'm lying.
He's not. He's not.
You know, I'm
He's
lying,
not.
guys. I'm lying. Rowdy Riles is here.
Rowdy
Howdy. What's
Oh,
up, Rowdy Riles?
shout out, Rowdy Riles. Met Riley today. She was at the con. Met her and her partner. Very nice. Very cool to meet you both. And yeah, so shout out.
So the next time they see you, they're gonna walk the other way, just like Pac
That's
did
right.
today.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do exist, you know. I'm not AI. John Morrissey alluded to the fact that I might be AI. I'm just trying to prove the point that I am real. I exist. You know. I'm a real boy.
Yeah. So rather, I apologize on behalf of the show for having to meet Kenny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, we have a $6.16 super chat from my true best friend, John Morrissey. Andrew, what do you think of yesterday's Star Wars reveals? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We have a special spot carved in.
Mhm.
We're going to talk about it because I forgot to add it to the itinerary. I'm sorry, Andrew, but we will talk about it.
It'll be okay. Yeah.
I promise. Also, KJ Smith is here. Sup, peeps, and PacPhotos in the house. Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, we nabbed a star. Tonight. So, speaking of a star, we have a shooting star right here. David, Evan, and Smith. I know you picked up at least one this week, right? Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting for my delivery of my bronze Batman, which Kenny, I'm like disappointed. Why?
Oh,
why don't
David,
I have
actually, you know, I got a
What's the
package from Kenny
tracking
today,
say?
and you'll never guess what it was. I'm just kidding.
Uh-oh. Wait, you got a package from me?
Like, Kenny, you can't just drive to my house and hand deliver the item. Like,
It seemed like a less efficient way to do things.
I don't know. I would have it by now if you made the effort.
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Still waiting. So okay, whatever. But yeah,
He's
I
got a
did.
point,
I did
Kenny.
find
He's got a point.
That's
one particular thing this week. And maybe bought 4 of them, but I do have bootless jean with the faces.
Wait, David. No. We're not going to brush over the fact you just said you bought 4.
We
after
20,
hate it.
20 weeks have passed. Okay, 20.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So I
put
I bought
a 13-minute video today of David ranting about this, and he bought 4.
Well, look.
I'm sorry.
Look. I need one to keep in package because I have all retro cards on the back wall.
Understood.
Right? I bought one to keep as is because
reasons
as is, straight off the card, and then I am the only one with boots.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, and it looks good. The surgery went well.
Thank you.
Seems, yeah.
So, everybody note the day and time.
See, okay.
Marvel Girl, Jean, X Factor.
David, can you?
What a piece of junk.
Can you put both next to each other just to show this is how it should be?
Come on.
Look at that.
You know, this is
So
what
simple. It's so good.
I think mine broke. I didn't get one like that.
Yeah.
Gotta
It's a
get up
defect.
pretty early in the
Take it
morning.
back.
Find a jean with some boots.
David got the one that got painted before Kenny fired the
version?
guy.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Platinum jean.
Yep,
Platinum
red
chase.
platinum chase variant with boots, with yellow boots. Come on. How does that? I mean, come on.
Look at it.
Look at her. Look at her.
And does the yellow? Wait, real quick. What boots did you use again? Oh, you Phoenix, right? Red Phoenix.
Yeah, Retro Card Dark Phoenix. So
Dark
the
Phoenix.
yellows.
And the yellows are good, like close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you have a spare, I bought a few of those Dark Phoenixes because, like, I used one as Rachel from Excalibur because she wore that red and yellow costume for a while. So I have one for her, and I have one in like my X-Men villains, and then I had another one in like a Hellfire Club display.
Okay.
But I just chop one up and use the
Threw
boots.
it in the can. Yeah.
It's the same leg sculpt. It's the exact same leg sculpt as this figure.
Perfect.
So,
Okay.
and the yellow's really spot on. So,
And you just slice that calf like. Right
yeah,
down.
X-Acto knife cut, and then like match the boot next to Dark Phoenix to try to get it exactly the same spot, and then just super glued.
Good. Looks good.
Let me try that right now.
Can you hold them up
please,
side by side
please.
one more time, David?
Yeah.
Pikachu!
I got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fourth one I was thinking about turning into like a Medusa because she wore like a green costume with a X on it in early comic stories. But I feel like there's a rumored Medusa remake for this year, like on some lists. So I don't want to like use that same like sad like slab of hair from the Walgreens Medusa.
Sure.
I want like a lively, voluminous hair sculpt on this figure to do Medusa.
How will you react if she doesn't have her boots?
Medusa? If Medusa doesn't have the boots, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, just
it flames on the side of my face.
Exactly like that. One of the Marvel Girl heads, I took the hair to use on Jim Lee Jean.
That looks great.
Okay, cool.
I think so. I mean, this
great.
is like this kind of shape and like size of that hair is very, very Jim Lee to me.
Yeah.
It looks straight out of like X-Men #1, like uncanny.
What's the
That effect on her arm?
Is that the
Can you guess? Kenny?
Is that Psylocke?
Nope.
Nemesis? Where are you?
Anybody?
Nimrod?
Come on, y'all are collectors.
Is that from Nimrod?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the swirl around the blast for Nimrod.
I was just about to say it.
Were you?
Yeah.
You don't own that
just about.
figure, do you, Justin? You don't
What?
actually own
Shh.
that.
I've got 6, David. Okay, I hated it, so I bought 6.
That works so well.
That's
Right?
I like it.
I'm lit. Yeah, and the little effect piece works like on any head that you use the hair sculpt on. So she gets the little TK effect in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it just kind of the hair piece itself holds it on.
Yeah, like one little like spike of the effect tucks under the curl on the front of her hair. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sits in there. Super cute. Yeah. So just making some use of this Marvel Girl. I mean, I love the one with the boots. Like I really do. She looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So glad.
All she needs is the boots.
So glad they did that.
Yeah. So glad somebody had to do it. I mean,
this figure was BYOB, David. Okay.
Yeah. Bring your own boots. So I just actually was watching. Whose video was I watching? Maybe it was MCU Collector, who did a review of this, and he said that Jesse Falcon took the blame on Facebook for the reason why she doesn't have the boots.
Okay, thank you. But what does that do for me?
Yeah,
Right.
Are you gonna reissue it with boots or no?
Right.
We're just moving on. Okay.
And what about the checks and balances guys that are supposed to like double check and and triple check? And
That's what I'm saying.
it's a pretty big company,
It's not like it gets finalized or anything.
Right. What the hell?
Like the art on the package, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry about that.
The audacity to put the right package art.
Yeah. Someone approve.
As
Who
Paco.
approved the package art? Let's promote that person and fire everybody that worked on the actual figure, because should have the boots. Just saying.
Yes.
Just saying.
But between you firing people and Kenny firing everybody at the factory, there's not going to be anybody left.
I guess that's the problem. There's no one actually working.
Do your
there,
damn job. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, you one guy. Do your damn job.
We rely on you, man. Come on.
All right. So after you cleared the pegs at every target you got to of this Jean Grey, David, what else did you pick up this week?
Nope, that's it. That's it. I should have had Bronze Batman, but Kenny decided not to drive up to New York.
It's probably stuck. Somehow it probably went from DC down to Alabama, and then it'll go to New York for whatever. I don't know.
No, it's currently in Brooklyn. It's supposed to show up on Monday, but
you could just go and get it.
No. Then I'd miss the stream. I'd ruin my attendance record.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. See, Kenny's just trying to catch up with you, David. That's all that is.
It's gonna take a long, long time, Kenny.
I don't know.
Michael says
I'm gonna get a
Medusa and
countdown.
Gorgon 2-pack rumored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
And
Black
Darth?
Bolt and Triton, I think, and Medusa and Gorgon. So that's the rumors. I'm hoping that we do. We need to start knocking out teams. I don't know why they're acting like they're going to have this license for another 22 years.
They
but
will.
Can we just complete Inhumans? Let's knock Eternals out. Let's do some X-Men villain teams and knock that out. So can we just finish some teams? Can we get Rachel for Excalibur and just be done with that? Can we get Farrell? Can we?
Now, David,
come on.
If they give us all to it now, then what are they going to release at the next 20-year anniversary? Okay.
Jean Grey
Jean with boots. Yeah. It's already on the list.
Yeah.
Wait, David, so you just took this one and just put on how did you pop it on there? Because it just worked. You had it tilted up. How did you do that? You just
wait. What do you mean? You have to. I wedge a small scissor between the hair.
Okay.
So take the hair off of the head and then glue it on.
Okay, but you had it tilted up, so it was like that, right? The hair.
A little bit. Yeah.
Cool.
So
I
it's
might try that. Yeah, I like that look better. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. Nice.
It's great, right?
For figures. Yeah,
and that's a much more vibrant red than it's brownish red that the figure had. You know?
David over here cutting up toys like Sid from Toy Story.
Hey, listen, we got our collection should be unique, that reflect us and the things that resonate with us, and this really captures it, man.
David, I need you to get a Revoltech Buzz and Woody and just have them sitting in the corner, cowering in fear of your collection room.
Revoltech, never in my life.
Sounds like that's not going to happen.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay, so whatever, David. Okay, Kenny.
Hey,
Someone who's
it's
not
Bronze Batman. We're fighting.
He's like, well, I picked up the one and only.
So, as I said, I was out at the Maryland Toy Expo, and guys, I get it. Maryland. Who wants to go to Maryland? Am I right? Just kidding. I love Maryland. Baltimore native. Okay. But I still make my way out there, even though I don't live there any longer. Do recommend that though. David, it's only a couple of hours. It's a Saturday. There are
pick up your Bronze Batman.
There are 2 buildings these days. I mean, I am talking like it's the most toys you'll see in a consolidated environment in Maryland. There's a lot though. I mean, it is.
Kenny,
I'm not that. What?
Kenny,
What?
you
What?
could have driven to my house and seen more toys in my house.
That's not true. There were at least 3,000 figures there, and you only have 2,936. So
I don't know.
I'm just saying there were at least that many more. Pac can back me up, and also Riley is in the chat. So I have some backup here. I say that just to say that in November they'll do another show, and then again next June, right? So just think about it. I'm just throwing it out there. Maryland's fun. Maryland's cool.
You come and pick me up. You come to my house.
I will pick you up
and drive me back.
Yeah, I'll drive the 4 hours to you to drive you back. Yeah, it's fine. I'll get you.
Road trip. We can make content out of it, man.
I love it. I love the idea. Oh, like a toy collector road trip. Okay.
Thelma and Louise, but with action figures.
All right, I'm buying into this. I like it. All right. So I went a little all over the place. Who knew, right? Starting off, I did pick up some Star Wars stuff. So check this out, right? The last Star
Andrew,
Wars...
you haven't been here. Kenny started a Star Wars collection.
I started a Star Wars collection. Yes, that's true. It consists of Darth Vader right now. Well, also there's Captain. Anyway, the Black Series Darth Vader. I picked up some stormtroopers today, right? Because if I'm gonna have Darth Vader, I gotta have some stormtroopers, right?
Yeah. Andrew, is that the right stormtrooper? Quick.
They're the first order, dude.
That's first order. Yeah.
They were $10
Second order's
each.
way better.
$10 ain't bad.
Yeah. $10 each. Why not? Flank them, Darth Vader, stormtroopers, cool.
You're kind of obligated, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But now I got to start building out the rest of things, right? So it all started with the announcement of Han Solo and Chewie, right? That are coming out eventually. I'll get those.
I believe your words were, "I want it, but I can't get that. It'll lead me down a steep slope."
We're past that point. Remember, we're now panic buying. Okay. So yeah. So there's that. So I'll get those eventually, but I got to build out the world, right? So
supposedly
I found this retro carded Boba Fett. Now my question is though, do these retro carded figures scale? They're the same scale, right? As the Black Series?
Yeah, I believe so. Cause I've got one up on a shelf that's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And it came in a retro card about like that.
Okay, that's what I thought. It just maybe Boba Fett's a little shorter than a stormtrooper. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Doesn't matter. He could be on a flight stand.
There you go. Mine is.
Oh God, I don't know why. Sorry, Bob. It's the StreamYard is doing that thing again.
Then we move over to Joe's, right? So now Kenny needs Kylo Ren and some actual.
So Kylo Ren to go with those stormtroopers and some actual Imperial stormtroopers to go with the Darth Vader.
Yep.
Kenny's accidentally collecting more Star Wars than he means.
This is why I said I would never collect Star Wars or G.I. Joe. And look where we are, folks. Look where we are. All right.
It's a dark world.
There's your Imperial.
Dark world. G.I. Joe's, right? Move it over to G.I. Joe's. So got Lady J loose. She was complete though. Loose, but complete. Storm Shadow.
That's a good figure. That's a really good figure.
$22 for that too. Good price. Oh, sorry. All the prices are on these things. I should have removed those.
How quick, everybody? Let's do the math. How much did Kenny spend today?
Had to build out some dreadnoughts, right? So Torch,
Nice.
Sergeant Slaughter. So they announced a new one, but I wanted this one, right? This to me is like
He comes packed out with accessories.
how he should look, right? The blue shirt is too bright. This is like very much Sergeant Slaughter, how I want it.
He's big. He's really big.
Crocmaster.
Finally got an animal.
Right, yeah. And good deal on this. The dude was like doing 50% off all of these, and yeah, it was good. Good stuff. Oh, we're almost done, folks. We're almost done.
No, we're not.
There's only 54 more figures to go through. Somebody had Blanca and Sagat. So I was able to get both Blanca and Sagat. And like what was fascinating about this is like the table that was doing it, they were doing it at retail. So well, yeah, let's go. All right. So yeah, very excited. And John, to my point the other week, this is why the hunt is exciting. Okay. I could have pre-ordered this on BBTS, but I have it now. It's the hunt, John.
And you'd probably still be waiting on that 2-week shipment from BBTS.
Exactly. All right. Winding down. The one thing that I was looking for today was that red cyborg Superman, right? The Target exclusive gold label figure. This thing is very hard to track down. Okay. No luck so far. One person had it today. $65 is what they were asking for this. And I'm like, I'm good. All right. So I did a lap. 5 minutes later, I went back to his table. That thing was gone. So somebody wanted that for that price.
It was me.
But they also had the platinum eradicator. So I did get the Chase eradicator figure, which is cool. I love this, right? I'm a big fan of translucent figures. They just look cool in action figure form. So got this in his energy form, right? So very cool. So
are his knees not translucent?
Yeah, his knees are not. This is very bad. Yes. And also the elbows. So just
really.
Well, he's in stealth mode as long as he doesn't bend at the knee.
Right.
You just see elbows and knees just like going around. What is that? Yeah, it's just elbows and
just
knees.
Random floating elbows and knees. Just
yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't ask any questions.
Just, yeah, you see that, just walk away. And that almost wrapped up my pickups for this week.
Almost.
I saw these Todd's Mods announced, right? And I said, you know what? I would never pick these up because they're ugly as shit. You know, they don't look good. They're
famous last words.
Terrible. Okay. I saw one, took a picture of it, and sent it to this group and said that for the record, I'm telling you now that I'm not buying this. I will buy so many Superman. I will buy almost every Superman thing that I come across. I will buy. But this is where I draw the line. Okay. Because I have standards. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
But you did one more lap around and you bought it.
No, I didn't do anything. A little birdie told me that I should go and check my P.O. box, that there might be something in there. So I go to the box, I go check it. I see a package. It's just from Amazon. No names, nothing. Just hey, Kenny, here's a package from Amazon. Okay, well, let's see what that is. I open it up, and lo and behold, what is in that package?
What? Why did you buy that, Kenny?
Is this Todd Mod Superman? And
That's what a piece of junk.
it is a real piece of junk. But you know what? It was a gift, and it will proudly be displayed on my shelf. But good God, this is not. This is a shit item. Who's in charge of this? Like, his head's so tiny. I'm gonna open this and show you guys. Like,
Kenny,
so small.
Is that?
Kenny, can you just like make one of the legs of your desk like short and then like use that to prop up the desk?
Like, just
that.
It won't even do that well.
No, I don't think it will. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It will.
John says Kenny definitely bought that. That's
I promise I did not.
Yeah. Just saying, Amazon only ships stuff to you when you buy it, Kenny. That's all I'm saying.
That's not true. That's not true. I know.
Oh, well, Flapuma says Todd might have sent it to you himself. You
have to do a review
now, Kenny.
Sorry,
you have
Todd.
to do a review.
Thank you. It's beautiful. I love it. I will cherish this forever.
Could have been the red cyborg Superman, but
it could have been a red cyborg Superman, but maybe you don't know me as well as you thought you did, Todd. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay. All right. There we go. So Kenny definitely saved the best for last. All right, Kenny. That's I can't believe you bought that. I just can't believe you bought that, Kenny. I'm like David today. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay. I'm just a little disappointed in you. So welcome everybody to the hour of Justin's pickups. Okay, so much like Kenny, I have a few today, but I didn't go to a Toy Con today. I didn't. I did go 35 minutes, 40 minutes down the road to Toy Federation today, actually. So tomorrow's probably gonna be really busy. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so today we did all of our Father's Day stuff. So we went out to eat, went to Toy Federation, walked around, everything, and I did leave with a couple things, so that was nice. So before I do say that, Chi Collects popped in. Aloha, everyone. Aloha, Chi Collects. So in the spirit of what we're talking about today, let me I guess I'll start with Marvel Legends. I've got a few Marvel Legends. I am not a degenerate and did not add Todd's Mods Superman to my collection today, Kenny. So no. I do. Oh, I did get another Father's Day present. This isn't a toy, but I've got my camera mirrored, so you're not gonna be able to read it. But my wife did get me a shirt that I don't know if you see it. So my 4-year-old loves Bluey. It says "Just a dad who always came back with the milk." So that's
Wow.
So my wife has a great sense of humor. So there we go. So I will cherish that. That was great. That was great. Let's see. So let's get into the Marvel Legends first. So I seriously probably have like 30 something things to show off today. So I backtracked. I got with the Marvel versus Capcom stuff coming out. I don't want the War Machine 2-pack with Omega Red. This is more accurate to the War Machine in the game. So why not get this one and just forego that 2-pack? Unless you really want the Omega Red, I guess. But this is better. I really like this mold, the modular Iron Man mold. I have the red and yellow. I mean, the red and gold in my collection already. And stop me if I showed this off on stream already. But I love it so much, I bought it a third time with getting the red and yellow. I don't think I showed this off because last week I couldn't show off my pickups because I was almost 3 hours late to my own stream. So yeah. So I also got the red and yellow with the cannon. You got to. This is my mind's eye of Iron Man here, from like the animated series and everything. I know, guys, we've talked about what is the most accurate to the animated series and what's most accurate to the game. And it really just depends. I don't feel like either are 100% accurate. You can have the red and gold. The red and gold and the red and yellow, and just stick it wherever, just have both in your collection and just pick where to put them. Who cares?
Well,
right.
It comes down to mullets, right? Like, you have to go with that one because it's Tony with a mullet.
Yeah. Where's that head? Where's that head? There we go. Mullet Tony. There we go. Here, let me.
That's,
cameras.
Nothing says 90s like Tony with a
mullet, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Perfect.
That's actually what David looked like in 1998.
Right. We do enough AI generated images, it eventually will give us David with a mullet. So
I probably have a mullet now.
And I did. So I was at my local toy store, Cosmos Toys and Collectibles in South Carolina, and I picked up. He had a loose X-Men 97 Jean Grey. I picked this one up, and I'm still not. So I've got the love triangle in my collection.
Don't call her loose, Justin. That's disrespectful.
Yeah. Well, you know what, David? Also, no boots, and her ponytail just popped off. So, but it's okay. She's not supposed to have boots. So I've still got the love triangle in my collection. I had picked up the VHS Jean, and I got it home, and I hated it, and I ended up getting rid of it. I just didn't like it. But I like this one. I like that the ponytail moves, so you can kind of have like more action poses, even though not a whole lot going on in the torso. Right. So
action ponytail. Maximum ponytail.
There's just as much articulation in her ponytail as her torso. So there we go. And he also had a loose Iceman. This is like the retro carded one. I just didn't have an Iceman, and I'm not completely sure we're going to get a new one. So why not pick up a cheap one just as a placeholder? Who cares, right? And I picked up the Void Wave Black Panther with the terrible thick plastic cape. And when I think like comic Black Panther, and I got the Maximum Hulk, so I just have to like fill out the team now, right? I'm kind of obligated to, right? I made that incredibly justified purchase of that Maximum. Oh God, it still hurts a little actually that I bought that. But it's a Hulk. We're not talking about that today, so who cares? And so closing out the Marvel Legends purchases at Cosmos, I told myself that I wanted to build out the Squadron Supreme, right? But I waited on the 2-packs because I didn't want to spend $50 on those 2-packs, right? 2-packs prices went down, but Power Princess, shot up because I was an idiot and didn't buy her at retail. But at Cosmos, he had Nighthawk and Blur for $20, still in package and everything. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'll pick them up now, and I'll just pick up the other ones slowly. Eventually, I'll pick up Power Princess. I might find a deal. I don't want to skip out on them again while they're this low and in person, and then like have to backtrack and end up paying $40 for the 2-pack later. Just collector math, right? It's justification, collector justification. And then ended up with Hyperion and Dr. Spectrum for $25, right? That's a good deal on this 2-pack. Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? I'll wait. I'm not in a hurry. To fill out the team. I'm definitely just not going to worry about finding a Power Princess. And oh God, there it is. I don't know what happened. I got to say, Pac, Mcfarlane is killing it with this Wonder Woman figure so much better than his first attempt. Oh, wait, no. Actually, when I took this out of the box and I was messing around with it, my wife looked at that and she goes, that is not a DC figure. I was like, you're right. It's not. She was like, yeah, it's way too good. I was like, you know what? Yeah, you are right. But yeah,
How come mine doesn't move like that? I was like,
seems
Don't
like
bend the
some
knees,
bullshit.
Mark. Don't bend the knees. But yeah, I really like it. This figure is worth the hype. Not necessarily worth the aftermarket price it's going for, but
No.
my justification when I average out the cost
there you
of
go.
all of the entire team, it comes out to below retail per figure.
Yeah.
So
honestly, that pretty much sums up collecting, right? Like if you just wait it out, you know, you'll pay up for a figure, but you'll get the other figures below retail, and then it all just kind of levels out. So
yeah,
you have two choices: buy it all at retail or level it out, you know. So
I do have to say, could we get a tighter gripping, like sword holding hand? Y'all have this problem with yours?
The answer is no.
Okay.
Move
At least
on.
it has the right hinge, the up and down hinge.
What
it has
can I ask?
hinge, so.
Why do you guys think that was like? You think low production run, or everyone just bought those because they needed a Wonder Woman for their 6-inch scale?
It has to be low production.
Well, yeah.
Do you think that's? I mean, there aren't that many customizers.
It was like fan channel.
Right? Yeah, the wave wasn't in Targets or Walmart, so they had to have made less of them. The funny thing is, the Void Wave is popping up at like discount stores now, but it's popping up like one figure at a time. So if a case,
there's going to be a case of Power Princess that shows up at Ollie's, and somebody's going to lose their fucking mind. And
yes. Oh my god!
I'd sold mine a couple months ago.
Well, don't worry, it'll be at Ollie's in 2 weeks.
You know what? I won't even be mad because I've got mine, and that's all I care about. I won't even be mad. Won't even be mad. You know, I'm not even gonna be mad. It's okay. And David, look, boots. She's got boots. You believe that?
Boots,
yeah, and they put the boot swivel at the right spot. That's, you know, just engineering. That's cool. So, let's pivot to Mcfarlane. Guys, we're not done. We're not even close to being done. I'm so sorry. Shout out Mike Hext. I got my final suit Riddler from Batman Forever. You know, everybody, the best Batman movies, right? Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. The most accurate,
the
not
first one
campy
you
at
said,
all.
not the second one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't care. If you grew up with these movies, you've got to love them, no matter how cringy they are. You actually are contractually obligated to love them, and you can't say anything different. You know, you have actually, you know, you signed the waiver, the contract when you went to the theater to see the movie. Okay, but yeah, I got it. Thank you, David, because when Mike showed the picture, he asked if anybody needed it, and you said, "Oh, I think Justin's still looking for it," and I was. So thank you.
I got your back, man. As awful as you are to me on a daily basis, like I'm still looking out for you.
What you talking about, David? I don't know what you're talking about. So again, Pac, like you can see, we talk crap about Mcfarlane.
Yes.
And yet we still get it. I don't know what's going on, you know.
You know what's funny about that movie? That was the first one I saw in theaters because we had Returns and the original Batman on VHS, and I was like, "Oh, Michael Keaton's Batman." So when we watched that movie, I'm like, "Who's that guy?" It's not Michael Keaton. Like 6 years old, feeling so betrayed. I was like, "What happened to Michael Keaton?"
What happened to Batman? What happened to Batman? No. See the Mandela effects. They started hitting you with Mandela effects like early on in childhood. Like, no, this is Batman. What are you talking about? This is Batman. Don't worry about it. So, you know, we have to take a break from the stuff everyone here enjoys, and I have to talk about some weeb shit, right? So at Target today, so Andrew, Target like near Toy Federation. Bye, David. Okay. Bye, Kenny. Bye. I've been looking for this Goku. I know another Goku. Dan Who thinks every Dragon Ball Z SH figure arts is a Goku. Dan, you would be right this time. This is the lowest born Saiyan. It's like the SDCC Comic-Con re-release from last year, but it's not exactly the same. It is a little different. Like his emblems are different, and it doesn't come with all the extra stuff. But this is the early Saiyan Saga Goku. This is Goku from like Tree of Might. Was it Earth's Strongest? Those two movies, Saiyan Saga. Just the face sculpts. It's just perfect, man.
Justin,
so
for the first time, I'm with you, man.
Yes, so good. It's so good. See, I've got Pac here to back me up this week, and you know, you can say what you want about this. This is like how Hasbro releases Spider-Man figures, right? There's all these Gokus, but there's a spot on your shelf for each iteration of this Goku, right? You've got Saiyan Saga Goku, you've got, you know, Frieza Saga Goku, you got
Sand worn or Reza.
Yeah. You've got Cell Saga Goku, Buu Saga, you know, this.
I think this is one of the best ones head sculpt wise. Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah.
And let me bring you up, Pop. It's so good. Yes. Yeah. And it comes with a swooshy hair too that you can change out. The flowing in the wind. Now, part of me still wants to like backtrack and get the SDCC exclusive too, because the face sculpts it comes with are a little different, and it comes with the flying Nimbus and the Gohan.
Yeah.
So but at least
a Halloween costume for me. Buy like a wig and then just have the
perfect. That hairline is not receding; it is holding its ground. Right?
Yeah, I'm just missing the front part of there.
But yeah, this is great. Oh, David, you're back. We just started talking about this Goku. So the backstory of this Goku figure is
that the parents are the strings, right? And the parent, the dad is one string and the mom is the other string, right?
I think you're mixing up the bingo card there, David, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, found this at Target today, and they actually had a bunch, so they are plentiful. Everybody just be patient. So this is a Target and Walmart exclusive. So people have been having a hard time finding it. A lot of people are overpaying on the aftermarket. They're finding their ways out and about. Okay. They do exist. They do exist. Not in any of my local stores, but one like 40 minutes away. It was right there. So speaking of going 40 minutes away, Toy Federation, a little you know, not known store, you know, they definitely haven't blown up on YouTube or anything. We had Brandon from 9 to 5 Warriors on here before. Brandon's going to come back on and show off Wave 2 eventually. But I was late to the party on Wave 1, and everywhere was sold out on the Pringles guy, Commodore Crisps. I've got Major Eraser, Colonel Major Eraser, Colonel Custard, and Sergeant Scotchy. But just right there on the shelf in Toy Federation, $25. It was in the back because I saw one of them. I was like, oh yeah, oh that's really cool. They have these here and for a decent price. And I started flipping through, and the first two, it was Major Eraser and then Colonel Custard. I was like, the last one's going to be Sergeant Scotchy because Commodore Crisp is just sold out everywhere. Like they're not even on Mercari or eBay. Like you just cannot find them. Sure enough, right there in the back, and I could not rip this off the peg hook quick enough for $25. I just ripped it off, threw it in the bottom of the stroller, told the baby to stop crying. We're getting it. You know, sorry, you got to go without food this week. And, you know, and I've got it. No, I'm just joking. But yes, so shout out to Brandon from 9 to 5 Warriors. I haven't ripped this thing open yet, but I am ripping it open here soon, probably on stream today. When David starts talking about some Batman 66 stuff later, I'll just start ripping this open, I guess. Yeah. So yes, but I am now 9 to 5 Warriors complete. And Wave 2 gets here. I've got the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive on pre-order. I'm all in on Wave 2. So I've got that. And let's pivot to something else. So here, let's talk about this. Another thing that was a Kickstarter. Have you guys heard about this? I showed you guys after the show last week. The Sealock guy. So they're based off Battle Beasts from the 90s. And these are from, what was it called again? They're combat creatures from, what was the company name again? Morphonauts. Morphonauts did these. So they did 4. They were a Kickstarter last year. And they're just cool anthropomorphic figures. So you got the shark guy right here. And it's like modular. You can like move different pieces around. It comes with like a sword, a shield, and a gun that you can like take apart and stuff. And you peg it in the back. He also comes with like an armored up helmet too, so you can make him look futuristic. And they're right there at about that 6.5 inch, so you can put them with your like AWOC figures and stuff like that. They're just fun. I thought they were cool. You can, I think, still order. They should be in stock on Big Bad Toy Store right now, but I like that one. And of course, you can't just get the one. Right? We have a sickness, so I haven't opened it yet, but I got the wolf lunar, so that's cool. David, I might have time to open this tonight too. It depends on how long you want to talk about your what you're excited about. So I might have time to open this too. So, but you know, the two might get lonely, right? So I had to also get the lion. It's the lion guy. A lot of glare on here. But you know, you can't have an odd number. You can't have 3. So they made a total of 4 because the 5th figure didn't get backed. So I also got the bear. So there was like a slip in the package from Morphonauts saying that some of the paint on the wolf and the bear might come off on your hands. So to take like a Clorox wipe to them before you handle it a lot, and it should like dry the rest, I guess. It's been an issue. And the shark, I guess the kneecap happens to pop off. Sometimes you have to glue it back on. I didn't have that issue with mine because I heated it up and everything. I haven't had that issue with mine, but apparently it was an issue. So it was really stiff out of package. That's what she said. But I heated it up and, you know, that worked. You know, things got all loosey. But why I was late to the stream, there was, you know, a package. And guys, you know, I collect a little bit of Power Rangers. You know, I'm not that big of a Power Rangers fan. So I'm somewhat passionate about Power Rangers if you've watched the show. And I had backtracked and picked up some OG 94 or 93 of like the 8-inch Rangers. And I was on the lookout for a Green Ranger. And finally, I was able to get one complete with shield. Look at that.
Very cool.
So these things are harder to find because if you can find them, they are out there. They either don't have the shield or it only comes with one half of the shield or all the pegs are broken. So this one it's been loved. It's not filthy or anything. It's got a couple scuffs that I got to scrub out. And it's got 4 pegs to keep the gold shield together. And one on the end, it was disclosed to me. That's why, you know, I have it. That one of the pegs is broken. It just happens. That's why you can't find them with pegs. But the other 3 are perfect. So it holds together. Right? It's not falling off. It holds together perfect. When it's on, you can't tell. You can't tell anything. So I don't care. It was either this or pay like $200 for the 2-pack to get one mint with the Dragon Zord, or wait for the one that Playmates is going to do. And we all know I'm not going to do that. So I'm happy with this. It's going to go on the shelf with the other 5. And now the sickness takes over. And I told myself I didn't need the White Ranger one. But
guess what?
Yeah. But yeah, like, yeah. All of a sudden I have an itch, you know, all of a sudden I have an itch. So
that's how I feel about Todd's mods. You know, I was not in on it, but now I'm
now he's all in, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them all.
So after you open that pre-order, because he didn't just order it, he pre-ordered that the second it went up on Amazon. That's why Kenny's going to be the first one to have a video review up on his channel. So after you got it,
the only one, honestly. Yeah.
How quickly did you turn around and order the Batman too, Kenny? We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. So, you know, we always backtrack a little bit, as you can tell. As you can tell,
I've never done that.
Do any of you guys remember the Shadow from the 90s?
Yes.
I wasn't born yet.
Yes.
I wasn't born
yet. Shut up, David. You were in college.
You're talking like the Alec Baldwin Shadow, but there's also like the radio show from like way back, right? So like, yeah, I love that. My aunt, when I was growing up, I had an aunt who was, you know,
I had one too.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
What's her name? Martha?
Close, Marge.
Say that name.
But yeah, no, she turned me on to like the radio show.
Oh, whoa.
Too. Not the turn. Okay, she showed me the. Jesus Christ, guys, come on. All right, she's dead. All right, have some respect.
God.
The fuck. Anyway,
Because she what?
What?
I'm watching like Bates Motel here. What's going on, Kenny?
the shadow. Remember the shadow.
Okay. All right. So I don't remember the movie really. I don't
No
remember
one
the radio
does.
show.
No one does. Honestly,
but
one does.
I remember having the toys, right?
Yeah.
And
the little flip head thing.
They were just some of my favorite things. Yeah. And so we'll get there. So my favorite toy was the quick draw shadow right here. It's just so fun. So I had to find one on card, right? Card's in good shape. And can we bring back cross cells on the back like this?
Yeah. So good. So good.
You can see, and it feeds into the sickness, right?
Yeah.
It feeds into the sickness. Like, oh, yeah, I remember having this one, and then you end up with all of them.
I gotta get that.
Guys, they're not gonna get me with that, right? I'm not gonna just kind of oh shit, I don't know what happened. So I also have this one.
They got them.
But this one, it's not staying in packaging, right? I only really wanted one, and this card's not in as good a shape. I wanted one in package. You have the cross cell. It was my favorite one. It's kind of the main shadow figure. So this one's going to open and go with the loose ones I also got. So
she's got the whole collection.
Like deja vu, right? So this is a loose one, right?
It's the same.
Now, can we make toys fun again? Right? Oh god, I don't want to make any. That has nothing to do with anything politically going on right now.
Seems like you're trying to make toys fun. Make toys fun. MTFA. Yeah.
Mother. Cloth cape, right? A cloth cape. This was from 94, by the way. Action feature, accessories. It came with guns, right? And I can't show it off right now, but see that clear? You shine a light down here and his eyes glow red. So how many different features is that? A cape, which is also removable, by the way.
That was good.
Light up. The eyes light up. No batteries. Don't worry about corrosion. Just shine a light down there. And an action feature for his gun accessories, which also have storage on the side if you don't want him to be holding them. What? That's so cool.
It's almost like toy companies gave a shit.
Right? I get a sneaking suspicion that they did give a shit at some point.
That's maximum shadow right there.
That is maximum shadow, David. You're right. You're right. And then here's a ninja shadow, shirtless, still.
Oh,
with,
close up.
Please.
Yeah. You need them for the gay bar, David. Right?
Yep.
Right. Also, cloth cape. And he comes with like two size, like a plastic belt that's removable that you can store the size in.
That's
a staff.
So many
a set of nunchucks with.
He is the Ninja Turtle. Like you don't even need the ninja. He's got everything.
Wait. The eyes also light up. Has the same eye light up feature and an action feature.
So he's shirtless, but he has a cape because he gets cold.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're from New York. You know, sometimes you're walking around the streets with a shirt off and then you get cold.
I wish I had a cape. Yeah.
You wish you had a cape.
Yeah.
Like they could have these days, if Hasbro did this figure, right, it would be a plastic cape. The light up eyes wouldn't be there. It would have no action feature. This nylon string for the nunchucks, it would be all plastic.
That's right.
And it's this. Man, toys used to be great. You know, toys used to be fun. I still love my toys now, but I'm just saying, like,
it sounds like you don't, though.
I know. The more I play with this, oh man, come on. And also, so there were two more in the slot. So this is a guy, another nylon rope. I forget what his name is, Doctor something, whatever. He doesn't have an action feature, but his little claw thing. He is missing an accessory though. He's missing the little. He was supposed to come with a little plastic shadow, like a voodoo doll that he would hold. So, and this was like the main bad guy. What was his name? It's the same guy that's in this packaging that I'm going to open. David, I can open this while you're talking later too. Shiwakan. I don't know. So a common thing that would happen with these is his hair is supposed to be braided, and this one came unbraided, apparently. I asked my wife, I was like, you think you could braid this hair back? And she was like, God, no. I can try for you, but God, no. Again, action feature, removable armor. He's also missing his helmet. And like the staff has like a jaw that moves. Man, come on.
So your wife refused to braid your doll's hair? Is that what?
Did, right?
That seems...
Might be grounds for divorce, right?
Yeah.
Divorce her. Leave her.
Move
Also,
on.
Kenny, I sold all my classified, right? The only G.I. Joe figure I have is an O-ring in package Battle Corps Duke, because that means something to me, because I had very specific like favorite G.I. Joe figures that I remember playing with, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And at Cosmos, they had a Battle Corps Colonel Courage. Who's this character?
Okay.
Classified will never do him, but it comes complete with all of his accessories, but he's loose. So I'm going to unbox him and put him right up there in front of the Duke. And I guess I'm just going to pick up older, like ones that were my favorites and put them up there.
You're going to do like just stick to the ones that were from childhood, right? Like,
yeah. Right, Kenny?
Yeah.
Right, that's what we all do.
I have rules, I have established rules that I definitely stick to and never decide to panically, go away from. It's fine. Anyway, the point is, folks, it's Justin's segment. So back to him.
Yeah. And since I haven't used up my full hour yet, I think this is a good time to go over my Kubo and the 2 Strings collection again. I've got it right here next to my desk. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Don't leave. I'm joking. Okay. No, that's a lot of pickups. So, let's catch up on the chat, shall we? Encounter Culture. I've never heard of the guy. Gifted.
Fuck that guy.
5 justified memberships. Kenny doesn't like that Encounter Culture guy. First of all, Kenny, thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. You could be like digging your own grave here, possibly.
I would like to think that I'm not, but I am. Yeah.
I don't know, Kenny. I think
I'm not a smart man.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. Well, thank you. John Bordeaux is in the chat. If I were to start collecting DC figures, which scale should I collect? The Mcfarlane 7-inch, 6-inch, 4.5-inch DC superpowers. Pock, you want to take this?
All of them.
There we go. There we go, John.
Get off.
And Todd's mods.
Yeah. Make sure you get the Todd's mods. Kenny will have a review up. Don't worry.
Which one's more of a Chad, that one or this?
Both.
I think well, this one has like a small head, but he's like, this is like total Chad, right? Like, that one is I want to be a
boss, like
Chad. Yeah. This one is like, hey, my name's Chad Kent.
Rick says regarding my shadow figure that his sister used to make him braid her hair, and it's super simple. Well, Rick, maybe you can walk me through it. Since my wife refuses to help
me. And a 2 and a 3. It's just as simple as crossing 3 things. You take 3 strings.
I don't know, man. Twist it. That usually works. You grab it and twist it, right?
Justin's only familiar with 2 strings, so we can't do.
That's true. That's true.
Strings, and that's it.
And that makes it. Now it all makes sense.
Past that, I'm done.
I never knew.
I'm done.
I never knew. My bad.
So, guys, with that, I think we can cross pickups off the list.
Oh, I have a few more pickups, guys.
So if you're still here, We're done with pickups. It's fine. It's fine. In my defense, we warned you at the beginning it was going to be a lot. Okay. I'm sorry that Kenny and David and Andrew took so long. Okay. I'm sorry. Guys, next time try to be a little more,
like, dude, I don't have my own channel, so I have to showboat here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely don't go subscribe to Encounter Culture. Link in the description down below. So next on the agenda, Legends Going Savage. I don't know if you guys heard, if you've been hiding under a rock, right?
Yes, I
there
have.
may have been an SDCC exclusive. And after we do this one, Andrew, do not let me forget, we're going straight into the Star Wars one, okay? We're going to pivot. Okay. Exclusive to exclusive. And because John Morrissey did specifically ask, he sent a super chat earlier, what your thoughts were on that. So, Legends Going Savage. We see the well-known Gamerverse 3-pack. We were all waiting on it because we all, Marvel Snap, these characters. I mean, that's what we know these people from, right?
That's what we know.
Marvel Snap game, right?
Right.
It's so.
Right.
I'm gonna say my piece. I'll let it go down the line. I'm a little confused by the reaction to this. I get it, but at the same time, I don't. I thought everyone wanted a Sauron re-release, and everyone also wanted Shauna, and everyone also wanted Savage Land Rogue. But apparently, it's hit or miss. I know it's a 3-pack, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, if you buy it for one or the other, you should be able to flip the other ones, right? So I don't really understand why people are mainly mad about the Sauron re-release, when apparently I've heard other people say they wanted to have him re-released. So I don't really understand. I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of who cares? I mean, she looks fine. The articulation could always be better on the female molds. They could have done maybe some butterfly joints and all, and I'll let you get into all that. Let you guys get into all that. My main thing is, and look, I'm not the most handsome guy in the world, right? I'm going to start off by saying that. Who am I to talk? But this Rogue's face I feel like they can never get Rogue's face completely right? I mean, and at the end of the day, it's action figure, right? It's action figure and different looks in the comics, panel to panel. But something about this just seems off. And it bothers me in a way. And I don't know exactly what it is, if it's the sculpt or the way it's painted. Just something about it just throws me off. But besides that, I feel like it's a good 3-pack. It's an exclusive. It's going to be available on Hasbro Pulse. Who knows? Death's Head ended up available everywhere after last year. I do feel like this will probably be more desirable than Death's Head. But then again, didn't Death's Head have crossover want with, was it Transformers? Was it the Transformers community?
Yeah, and it was more like with the UK community, right? Like that was a big thing for them.
Yeah. So it's a weird reaction. At the end of the day, it's an exclusive, so it's not like it's taking the spot of another release. This is the kind of stuff you really want them to do for exclusives, right? Like kind of weird things. It's too much asked for characters, in my opinion, that I've heard anyway, and an asked for re-release. So, and they're going to do a multi-pack for an exclusive, right? So, David, take it away. What are your thoughts on this 3-pack?
Well, so I do agree that Rogue's look feels a little off, but it's based exclusively on the Snap art design of her, the facial expression, the hair, strands are sculpted exactly like this one piece of art in Marvel Snap. So
well-known art.
I mean, that's what it's based on. I think that they could have avoided this drama by just having a second head sculpt that looks more like Jim Lee art, where her hair is up and away, and
that would be so much better,
right? She's drawn with all of this big hair that's flowing. This reminds me of the Elektra white Electra hair sculpt.
Yes. So, dude, why did they not just reuse that?
Right. I think
Holy
it totally
shit.
could have
Yes.
been done. So
David,
that's for me the biggest disappointment in this.
You being the customizer you are you going to make some magic happen with that? You got an extra Electra laying around?
I can't paint stuff white. Like I like refuse. Like I won't paint stuff white or yellow. Hence why I wouldn't paint yellow boots on Jean. I will chop them off of something else.
Wow.
And
Wow.
you know. So I'm trying to think of like ways to like take a different, like maybe the Outback Rogue hair and put it on that head sculpt. Because I think that might look better, but I don't know. But I'm excited for the set. Like I think that these are great figures. Like she's done, the figure is done very accurately to what the costume looks like in a lot of the art. So not mad about it. I have a Sauron, but I could use one in the Savage Land, one in like a Brotherhood shelf. So I'm not mad about that either. Shauna is necessary. Like the old one is just ridiculous, like tragic, and then the new one is good. It's a good update. I still have a Raffaello Customs Shauna, so in my Savage Land display, so that's better than this technically, but it's still good to have an official release. So yeah, I think it's a great set. It's supposed to be priced at $90, which is pretty reasonable if you want to think about like the cost out of the things in the set. Sauron being a Build-A-Figure with upgraded pinless parts could easily be $50. And then if the set's only $90, then that's $20 for Rogue and $20 for Shauna. So it's not a bad price for a 3-pack. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm not panicking that it's not going to be accessible or available. I think, we'll be able to order it on Pulse, and yeah, I'm hoping it'll be in stock right away. It's SDCC.
For how much of this, like the female mold, is shared between these two female figures, David? And how much do you see? I know we don't have it in hand. How much is new here, do you think, that they put into this 3-pack?
Between the two girls?
Yeah.
It looks like the base body is the same. The tops, the overlays on the top are different. The boots are different. Shauna's is more of like a fur topped boot, and Rogue's is like a fabric torn. I think the loincloth is exactly the same. The little straps and stuff on Rogue are not on Shauna, so that's unique to Rogue. So, I mean, I would say I can't think of a female pinless leg that has a boot cut, to be honest. That's like a different plastic than the knee to calf part. I can't think of one. So that's probably new. The leg is probably new. The upper torso is probably new because you have to key in the overlay part to her. So it's probably all new, really. And then Sauron, I think that the legs are from Lizard, the new MCU Lizard. I don't know about the neck piece. I think the loincloth is new. Because the old one has like little bottles and stuff, potions on his loincloth, and this one doesn't seem to. The wings are reused, obviously. And then I'm excited for the hypnotic eyepiece. That goes looks
I
really
don't have that here unless they show it on the package.
Yeah, it's in that package though. It like sits on the beak like little glasses or something. It's really cool. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a win. It's bizarre that it's for Snap. Like I don't know a damn thing about it, but it's a way for them to package something that's a comic figure and put it out there to the consumer. If they need to package it as Gamerverse, like whatever, like who cares? Like, aren't we throwing this box in the closet anyway, or throwing it in the trash? Like, what difference does it make?
Recycling, whatever.
Just give us good figures. And I have not seen Cardback in the chat tonight, but Dan,
I'm telling you, we lost Cardback 2 weeks ago. Cardback is gone. Right? My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Kenny's
Oh.
fault.
It's all about world building, right? Card back, right? On the replay, right?
Please,
Right?
card back, please. Come back.
But Justin, you said something about articulation on the females, and they are putting some wild poses in here with some big lunges and like Shauna's crouched down there. Like there's some posing going on, man.
Right.
These move.
Yeah. This 2-pack, honestly, it's not for me. I don't really have space in my X-Men display for Sauron. I remember the Savage Land arc from the animated series, but past that, I'm just like, I'm trying to limit myself, as you can tell from my 30-something pickups today.
Like, why don't you just throw all the shadow figures in the bin and like make a Savage Land display?
David, look, I have a retro area for these figures, okay? All right.
Or throw all the two strings into the bin.
Shut your mouth.
All two of them.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck those
Shut
strings.
your mouth, David. And look, the rifle right there. The rifle. Yeah, it comes with a gun. It's so are you gonna get this, David?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna fight the urge to get two because the thing is, it's like
depends on how much you hate it.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Like when I customize something to make it more how I would in my mind's eye would envision it, I still want one that I haven't customized, So it's a hard thing for me. Like I want one that is straight from the factory, like as it was. But I don't know, like where would I display two Savage Land rogues? Like she's really just going into Savage Land,
Yeah. I would say that you pick up your one, there's going to be other people piecing these out. And also, if you decide you want another one later and you don't have to pick up a whole nother 3-pack, you'll be able to pick up like another rogue if you do decide to customize one or something like that on the aftermarket.
I think, and to double click on like the face and all that, like for me, I think it's the hair that's the problem for me. Like it's all like dragged down over her face. So she looks sweaty and like exhausted and her mouth's hanging open and like she just looks beaten down from the Savage Land and not like in every other art, like her hair is just flowing in the wind and it's just light and breezy and she looks like refreshed. She looks like a hair commercial in the Savage Land, and this looks like she's just like like she fell over a waterfall and like she's just like she's having a rough night,
Right. Look, the humidity is hell down there. Okay,
it's true, Rick. It's true. But like this is the year of Savage Land. Like there's the comics for Rogan the Savage Land. I bought a graphic short box that's a Rogan the Savage Land. It was in X-Men animated series, X-Men 97 last year, in that look.
This spear is reused from what's his name, right? The Craven, yeah.
With the feathers. Like
this one's missing.
She's supposed to have
no, that's just the same spear, just no.
No, it's
maybe
different.
not.
It's a different spear.
Okay, but it's definitely reused. That's MCU.
What from like Wakanda?
Just what I said, man. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have any facts to back it up. I'm just saying it's.
Check me for facts. You heard what I said.
I don't have.
Where are the receipts?
You heard me. You heard what I said.
All right. So David's buying 3. Pac, what were your initial thoughts? And then after David tried to brainwash you into getting this, what are your thoughts now?
I thought when I saw it, I thought it was oh snap. No,
oh snap.
No, that's cool. I didn't know that people were upset about the Sauron being in there. I mean, that Build-A-Figure is like 6 to 7 years old already, right? So it's a good chance to get it, and I think it makes sense for this packaging. It's not like they threw in like a random character. If it's readily available, like I'll get it because I don't know if I'm gonna go to San Diego this year, but I'll probably pick it up. It's cool. I'm hoping if they're doing snap looks, that gives an excuse to make like a Mephisto because it seems like that's what they're using this concept.
Gamerverse Mephisto. You heard it here first, folks.
The only thing is I don't like I appreciate like the windswept hair, but I also wish they'd have kind of like a neutral one, because like that little one hair that's like off to the side, just
And that
Just
wind in the
snip it with
Savage
some-
Land, man.
Just snip it.
just snip it.
Yeah.
Hers is permanently blown, and then Rogue's is kind of flat, like David said a little bit.
Yeah.
That's,
Need some hairspray.
yeah.
Well, we have a lot of blonde hair sculpts lately that you could like swap some stuff out somewhere. You know?
We don't all buy 4 of everything though, David, just to scalp them. Like not scalp them aftermarket. I mean, like actually like scalp with the
Podcast.
David has extra hair.
Bald,
For you.
Jean Grey, Jim Lee Jean Grey head at the ready today.
All right.
So he does some customizing, clearly.
Okay. Pac, any more thoughts on this set, man?
No, I wish I didn't sell my Kazar.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Now I think I get it.
Did you get that wave just for the Zabu Build-A-Figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Well, I had
You kept
Zabu. I
that
like,
blue and sold Kazar?
yeah, I kept because I like Zabu. I kept Cable, Zabu, and Icarus from that wave. Yeah, I know. I'm weird.
What is Zabu
David,
doing
to
without Kazar? What are you
David, your
like,
disappointment.
I had him like posed up against Craven, like killing Craven. That was like-
Yeah,
There
okay,
you
that
go.
makes sense. Yeah.
fair?
David, to add to your disappointment, Pac kept, he kept Cable and Icarus. I just kept Cable and the Build-A-Figure. That's I didn't even keep Icarus. I kept
Icarus
Zabu
is a
and
great
Cable.
figure. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
The detail on that is amazing.
But
Yeah.
David, I have
Classic
to leave
Kirk.
space on my shelves for my weep shit. Okay.
I
That's-
can only imagine if they made
Sacrifice one string for Icarus. Come on.
Yeah, the sculpt on there is pretty nice. If they had made it 8 years ago, it would have been like a Bucky cap with like painted on symbols on there. So this
Man.
is
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So it would have looked a lot like this Dr. Spectrum right here. Just like, I think if it was 1 year ago, it would have looked like that probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kenny, so why do you hate this set?
A couple of things. 2 weeks ago, I called this. I said this was going to be the SDCC exclusive. Sauron, Shauna, Savage Land Rogue. I called it. I said it. Whatever. I don't have a good track record for calling things, but I did say this, so we've got that going. One thing that does stick out in my mind though is like David said it, man. If they use that Electra hair on Rogue, man, this would be so much better. It's already good. I like it. I'm in for it, but like that would have really elevated this pack. Like shit, that would have been good. Couple of things I don't get. Hasbro's been so on the Gamerverse thing this year. Fine, whatever. If it's working, do it, whatever. I don't care. I just don't understand. We all wanted this. Why like you're calling in other collectors? Maybe, probably not though. Like those people don't give a shit. Who plays Snap? I don't even know what Snap is, dude.
Does Rich play it? Just played once?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
Like
Him and one other guy.
I think the thing is like MCU is like the guiding force for like releases. Like even though it's comic based stuff, like they release things to be timed around when the movie properties are airing, like are in theaters and such. So like maybe with all those properties moving around and being delayed and pushed back and move forward, like the gamer stuff is accessible, readily available right now. So like maybe they're just trying to time things that can't be timed to movies. Maybe they'll just time it to Gamerverse stuff.
Yeah.
You know, as a like for me, it's like weird. It's bizarre to do like the Spider-Man Gamerverse stuff.
Yeah.
Like all these dedicated new sculpts to these skins from this game.
That's why you couldn't get boots.
Sure.
But like for me, like Gamerverse, Marvel versus Don't Say Capcom, and
don't say that.
Snap, like these are really just giving us comic looks under a Gamerverse banner. So really, does it matter? Like, it doesn't matter. Bothersome? But
it doesn't matter.
Why are you losing sleep, Kenny?
I'm not losing sleep. I just don't understand why. I just only because this year, look how much Gamerverse stuff has been like. What is the goal there? Like everything has been Gamerverse this year, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm buying the stuff that
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it, but like,
I need that clip. I need to clip that.
But
I hate it. I want to buy it.
But I do have a question as to why it's all falling under Gamerverse. Like, is there a reason for that? Like, are they getting anything better? Are we as consumers getting anything better from that? Like, are we only getting Shauna and Savage Land Rogue because it's Gamerverse?
Well, these are the Snap looks, which are a little more covered and censored versus
sure
stuff that they do. So like it's a little more palatable and like sellable on a
There you go. Get out your tinfoil hat for a second, Kenny.
Yeah,
they're branding
this should be a segment on the channel, I think. Like
right.
Yeah,
they're branding all this much better stuff Gamerverse as well to try to make the Spider-Man stuff more appealable, because new collectors like, oh, Gamerverse line, oh, I've got to go back and get all these Spider-Man figures too to go with my other Gamerverse Marvel Legends. There we go.
I get whatever. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
Well, Legion X in the chat, because younger generations, calling all of us old, younger generations play more games and they want to hook those people on the toy collecting.
No, that
fair.
Totally fair. Totally understand that.
But you want string bikinis.
No, that's not even that's not even what I'm saying.
But
What I'm saying is like frankly I don't understand the marketing of Hasbro. Like they just pick shit, right? Like it's all right, this is Gamerverse, this is Snap, this is X-Force, this is X, they just throw shit into a pile and then we just go with it.
I think
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna buy it, right? Like, still gonna buy it. But
we found Kenny's segment. It's called Kenny with a Y, and he's just gonna ask why.
I'm just wondering why.
There we go.
Kenny with a Y.
Why? And you have to do the segment wearing a tinfoil hat every week. There we go.
Kenny with a Y.
Just want to know why. Please.
You have to have the board behind you with all like the pins with the red strings around, the question mark in the center.
Too many strings. Just two.
There we go.
Just why are there two strings? No,
it's okay, Kenny. It's okay. This 3-pack can't hurt you. Okay, it can't hurt you.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm just saying.
Are you buying one or more?
Just one.
Just one.
Are you going to use the hypnotic effect on Sauron?
Yes, because I already have a Sauron, and they will be in 2 different places.
Okay.
Ooh,
are you doing a Savage Land display?
Yes.
With Jurassic Park dinosaurs?
Yes.
Nice. Good boy. Good boy.
Thank you.
Okay, Andrew. Now this might be quick. How excited for this thing? How
Andrew,
excited!
Please ask the important questions.
So yeah, very simple and to the point. I'm not buying it, but I mean, if it's something you like, I say go for it.
All right.
It does look good.
Yeah, he's got wings, Andrew. You can probably give this guy a lightsaber some way. How cool
He's got
would that
hands.
look?
He's got
Yeah.
hands.
Give him a lightsaber. How cool
Okay.
would that be? You
We
got
can
to
do
get
it.
it now. Yeah, you got
I
to
just
get
had
it
to
now.
buy it. A
But
lightsaber
that-
and one of the spears.
Put that
Is
in a
this
Jedi
a Jedi
robe.
or Sith?
Jedi robe all the way.
He's probably gray. Probably a
Ooh.
gray.
What color lightsaber we going?
Let's go with orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Do you think he can hold the
Soren-
rifle?
Andrew,
Soren has the
Probably.
hypnotic effect. These are not the snap figures you're looking for.
they're not. They're not. Andrew, he can probably hold the gun. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Andrew just wants to get him now. Just, look, he can hold a gun, and then he's gonna sell it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a flying dragon. I
It's
don't
like lightsaber and a gun.
Nah,
That'd be awesome.
Right.
it's
Yeah,
a
I think that'd be cool.
pterodactyl.
David's onto something with the hypnotic effect and everything. Okay. So Savage Land
Wait, there's
Done.
more.
done. Done. No.
We haven't
So
even
now
gotten
we
to
go
the
into
actual
something.
topic.
Right. Now we go into something not even.
I
Mark
said this 2
McFarlane.
hours. It would take us 2 hours to get into the actual topic. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes. I was right.
Oh, Kenny, where are you? Where are you?
I'm never right.
No, you're never right, Mr. $35 for a maximum Spider-Man. So, Andrew, we're gonna stick with you, and we're gonna go over this little set right here. Andrew, what is this? What's
You
going
know what
on
it
here?
is. You know what it is.
You know what it is.
One of the
Shots.
best lightsaber battles ever in the whole series is between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Oh wait,
I thought it was
Andrew,
between
wait.
Jean-Luc Picard and the Borg.
Look at all this.
No?
Andrew, before we get
Where'd it
into
go?
that,
Yeah.
Before we get into that, wait, we have a return to your segment this week, right?
We do.
Nice
We do.
transition, right?
Short
Oh,
return.
okay. See, some people get segments around here. So,
Yeah.
welcome to Andrew's weekly segment. It's never weekly. It's never weekly because Andrew's not here weekly. But this is Star Wars Fact of the Day with Andrew, where Anakin may lie to you, but Andrew never will.
No one can kill a Jedi.
Liar.
You ready for this one?
So, Andrew, we are ready. Hold on. Do I still have your thing loaded here? Hold on. Do I have it? Do I have it?
Which part?
Hold on. Oh,
Ah,
there we go.
we go.
There we go. I still had it. Andrew, Star Wars Fact of the Day. Hit us with it.
So, Star Wars Episode 1. In the pod racing scene, they did a lot of practical effects, one of them being the audience. So instead of CGIing a whole bunch of aliens into the audience, they used Q-tips.
What?
They painted a whole bunch of them different colors and just put them in the audience. It's a true fact. What could be a true fact is they might have actually used George Lucas's earwax as one of the colors.
Is that what? Wait, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, just right there. You can look it up.
I'll be honest. I don't know where the factual part of that ends, or if it ever ends. To be honest,
It never ends.
Oh, there we go. Return
Look,
to
as
Andrew's
much as I love practical effects, I think I draw the line at earwax. I don't know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
never know.
Oh, no.
They just needed like a different color
This
than
is an old
what they
graphic,
had.
and I'm still very happy with it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Right,
Little
they
R2
just couldn't
floating
get
around.
that right yellow. Yeah,
Yeah.
R2 floating around. Yeah, with the meteor shower. Everything else right there.
Yeah. Is that Alderaan?
I like that. I like it. It's an oldie
Yeah.
but a goodie. Okay, so and
Star Wars.
there we go. Sorry, my internet connection's a little shoddy tonight. Am I
Suddenly.
bouncing?
As soon as
No,
we go to
you're-
Star Wars, the
Yeah.
internet connection just
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I don't know.
George Lucas
fine all the way
owns the
throughout.
internet. All right, I'm just saying. Check it out.
He does.
Google
He
it.
does.
So Kenny, this is something you
Andrew,
can add to your collection now.
Okay. Yes, please.
Yep, you need to add this to your collection.
Yeah.
So, SDCC exclusive.
Okay.
It comes with tons of lightsaber effects.
Oh shit.
Force hands.
Oh shit. You know what? This is that.
Got the swoosh effect lightsabers.
This is episode 3,
different
right?
sizes.
Episode 3.
Yeah, and I love episode 3. I man.
It comes with the platform, the droids.
Does it come with real lava?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, real lava, David.
Real lava.
Lava.
I saw episode 3 when it came out, man. Oh shit. That's reminiscent as fuck.
It's a great movie.
All right.
Went back and saw it in theaters just recently. So yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my hands on. Probably gonna be some FOMO.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll be at SDCC. I'll be there on Thursday and Sunday. So
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you happen to pick up an extra,
we'll figure this out. Yeah.
I will send you money. I think the retail is going to come in right around 110.
Yeah.
For the pack. So
that's really more than a Sauron and Savage Land Rogue.
It is, but this comes with so much more, David. So much more.
It's pretty awesome.
Lava.
Look at the lava
effect. I don't know if it's in the pictures.
Yeah, let me see here. Oh man, just look, different size swooshes. Like that's a. Which one are you looking for, Andrew?
The lightsaber clash effect.
Let's see. I
know
what you're talking about. They didn't even really. They forgot to really show that off on the stream. They
barely showed it on the stream.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know if that's on here. Oh, force pushing hands. That's the thing too.
Oh.
And they both come with 2 head sculpts.
Yes. And this little extra piece right here that connects to the other bigger piece. This. That guy. Yeah. It's a right. So
it's a
there
droid.
We go.
Man, this is a good set. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Look.
Look at that.
Oh wait, is that actually there? It is. Yeah. Little clash effect. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. This is good. This is.
Does it like hang in there like Maximum Hulk?
I think it just sets in there just somehow. I don't think it attaches. It you just
it does exactly
what called magic.
David.
Somehow.
Here we go. I'm downloading some images.
Doesn't this pack also have
because they didn't show the product shot?
All right.
What's that, Pac?
Doesn't this pack also have like additional head sculpts? Like there's 2, like an extra one?
Yeah, both figures will have 2 head sculpts.
Do they really do that in Black Series ever?
I know for the previous Anakin, it was mainly the archive, but it's still a Black Series. They had 2 different head sculpts.
Okay.
Trying to think of others.
Which one of them is Commander Cody?
It's a big box too. Jesus, that's holy shit.
Box.
You think you can ship that?
Flip cover too.
Damn. Okay, that's cool.
Kind of see.
Like, yeah.
Cool.
I can't zoom in.
So it's going to be
all the different
SDCC
there. The head.
Yeah. But it's also going up on Hasbro Pulse
for like 2 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
All of 2 minutes.
I imagine this will go quick at the convention too.
I would think so, because even if you're a casual Star Wars fan, just look at that. Here you go, David. It does come with real
awesome.
Lava, David.
Yeah.
See, that's worth it.
It doesn't show here, but the droid comes with its own base and it's extra lava that ports into. I think they said like 3 or 4 different spots on here. and it can be used as a platform. You can take the droid off of it and use it just as a completely separate droid. This is a crazy good set.
Yeah.
Friend,
is that Brandon's hand right there?
Yeah, that's Brandon's hand.
That's what everybody was freaking out about. So, like, for anybody watching, right? Like, that's Brandon.
He's really tall.
Original Who crew, friends with Dan Who. Yeah, there you go.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, who also collects weeb shit. David, thank you very much. We've had plenty of conversations about Dragon Ball.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, good. You should be. Okay. All right. So, Andrew, you're definitely getting it, right? Definitely. The second I saw it, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, he'll get it.
I'm gonna buy it for the lava. Obviously.
David just wants it for the
obviously.
lava.
I just need lava.
I want it to. I'm gonna get it.
I will say, friend of the show, Michael, Bring Toys to Work, did say that I don't know if it's insider knowledge or anything, but he believes that Anakin and Obi-Wan will be re-released in an upcoming wave too, if you don't want the entire set. Which I mean, it's molds, right? So they're going to. Yeah. And
so if I can't get that set, I'll get the individuals.
But it feels like the set, you need
so
the
nice.
set.
But we're collectors. We don't want to wait though, so we have to get it now.
Exactly.
Pocket too, it's the set.
Pockets it. He gets
the individuals won't have the bases, it won't have the lava, it won't have the extra head sculpts. Come on. $250. Joker talk show set.
Take it or leave it. Get the fuck out.
So do we want to guess prices on the Star Wars real quick?
No.
I think it's gonna be 110.
Andrew, 110. You're looking at two figures. So two figures, looking at $25, right? All the extra accessories, we can round up to $30 a figure. We're not going to round up to maximum pricing, right? But also I do want to address this, and they glazed over it, or grazed over it, I should say.
Glazed over it,
like a donut. Like what?
No, they grazed over it. They mentioned new sculpt and everything. We're still doing the single joints on the Star Wars figures, on the newer Star Wars figures. And they said it's all new from the ground up. So that kind of bothers me. But here's the thing. It's not inherently that single joints bother me. It's when they don't get enough range. Because you can do a single joint, and if it gets enough range, who cares? The new Wolverine coming out in the Marvel versus Don't Say Capcom, right, David? That Wolverine is single joints. But it's been pointed out, when you look at the range, a double jointed Wolverine that we currently have, it's not any more than what those single joints they're going to get. So who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I don't need double joints just to have double joints. But with a Jedi, I just hope that there's enough range in these single joints where they can do all the poses. From the pictures, it looks good. But when you get it in hand, I just hope you can do everything you want to do with them. As long as you can, then I don't care about single jointed knees or elbows. I don't care. As long as the toy can do what it's supposed to do. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. So, Andrew, you're saying 110?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Kenny?
Yeah, I feel like 110 sounds right. I mean, as much as
crazy that you guys are driving up this price.
No, come on.
Kenny wants to pay 110. God, clip it.
Look, I will pay $35 for Maximum Spider-Man, but this seems like a 110 deal.
Yeah. So 30. Say 30. That's 60. So you're saying the base and the lava are worth $60.
Yes, the lava alone is worth $60.
Yeah. Pac, what do you think this is going to come out at?
120.
120. There we go. Price is right in here.
No comments. No comments.
David?
Highest will go is $18.75.
Okay, $1. All right, Jesus.
I'm gonna say, I think 90, because I'm trying to will it into a lower price, for you guys, and so I can
Let's see
justify
how it
buying
works
it
out
myself.
for you. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah,
How much was
yeah.
the mall
I didn't
last
say
year?
it's gonna happen.
How much was that Darth Maul last year? The one on the speeder, was that like 60?
Probably. That sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got 3 malls last year, right? We got the mall in the 3-pack, the mall on the bike, and they did the mall single packed. So yeah, of course they're going to re-release these figures pretty soon. So just like they did with the mall. So yeah. But man, that's such a cool display. I feel like if you're a big Star Wars fan, or just now panic buying all the Star Wars stuff, Kenny, I feel like you just have to have this. I feel like you just have to. But
Andrew, do you have a plan of where you would put this?
Darn it.
Not exactly. I mean, if I was going to do like a Revenge of the Sith display, maybe like a chronological going across the shelf, it'd be right there at the end.
Okay.
So maybe something like that.
That's fair.
Or, just middle of the kitchen table. Centerpiece.
Yeah.
Middle of the basement floor.
Basement floor could work. The floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
Yep. Do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in the basement, so a lot of space.
Yep.
Moving on. I guess we can now get into the Mcfarlane Mania. So opening up. So I did screen cap. David, I didn't do this. It's Jay's color choices. Okay. Don't start with me. You're
gonna copyright strike you for this?
All right, everyone. So to prevent any legal action against the channel, go subscribe and check out J Toy Collections UK's original Mcfarlane list video. If somebody could just throw his channel link in the the chat, that'd be cool. But yeah, go check out Jay's channel. Check out this video that I am borrowing this information from. I sent him a message an hour before the stream. So let's get into this leak list, and then we can get into what was actually revealed and see what we can go ahead and check off of this. So this is where I'm going to lean on my Mcfarlane guys on here a lot, based on like what you guys are excited about. So let's go through the collector edition Dr. Midnight Chase, and Failsafe. And then we have, it looks like a whole 7-inch line. Then we get into vehicles. What jumps off at least the first page of this list to you guys, David?
I'm not big on collecting like the Justice Society of America, and that's what Dr. Midnight is from. So, and I don't know who Failsafe is. Riddler from Batman Hush looks interesting. I think the Batgirl is the Stephanie Brown purple costume Batgirl. Scarecrow DC Classic, I'm excited for that. Batmobile from Batman 66. It's supposed to be a 7-inch scale vehicle. This one might have lights and sounds. I'm only in for it if it comes with like a 7-inch Robin figure or Alfred or somebody. Because if it's just by itself, like I don't really need a, like they've only done one 7-inch Batman 66 figure and it's Batman. So like,
yeah, so you need a car to put them in.
No, but like I have the Mattel Batmobile, which scales better to the 6-inch figures than the 6-inch Batmobile from Mcfarlane. So the 7-inch one is just like, I don't need all of these Batmobiles. Like I really don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do, David.
If it comes with a 7-inch Robin figure, I'm up for 7-inch Dick. I'm always in for 7-inch. And then
heard it here first, folks.
Yep. 7-inch is just the right starting point for classic Dick. And then bottom of the list right there, theatrical deluxe 7-inch wave 2 Batman Returns, Batman, Catwoman, Penguin. Now I'm confused about this, and maybe you have some insider information you can clarify for us, Pac. There's on this list, it continues to add Peacemaker from season 2 as part of this wave of theatrical deluxe. So my questions are, where is Max Shrek? Where are the Penguin Commandos? And what is Peacemaker doing in this list, in this wave?
Dicks.
I don't know, because I thought it was Max. It was shown at WonderCon, so
yeah.
I gotta go watch that thing, and I don't know if it said pending license or approval, but I'm pretty sure he's still supposed to come out because they got his approval for the Dune to make the Dune figures.
Right.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is if these are each Chase versions, and he doesn't have one because I know that shows like Chase version, but that's the only thing I can think of is that these are SKUs for Chases.
Okay.
Like Penguin with a trench coat, Catwoman probably unmasked or something, or damaged like at the end, and same with Batman.
Okay. Oh, that
And then Peacemaker, I don't know. That I'm not sure. I didn't even know he got another figure coming out.
Yeah, no one.
Maybe
did.
look at his
No
face
one
right
did.
this time. Maybe he'll actually come with a gun. That'd be nice. Like a sword or an axe that he didn't use.
I don't know if we're allowed to like go off script with the rumors, but like I did hear that the motorized duck vehicle is heavily rumored to be happening, but be packaged with a version of Penguin. So I'm thinking like the renders we saw was Penguin in his like tuxedo dressed up suit.
Right.
And that maybe the motorized duck will come with Penguin in the onesie, the dirty sewer dwelling onesie.
Please confirm. Yeah.
It should. I would think it would. You know? So that's a good way that we would get both versions of Penguin because they're completely different outfits. I would love Michelle Pfeiffer like battle damaged.
I would love a Michelle Pfeiffer too.
We're talking in many different ways, Kenny. Different ways.
My bad. My bad.
But yeah, battle damaged Catwoman from that final scene would be awesome. But don't make me lose Max Shrek. Like we need Max Shrek. And we need a charred out post tasering dead version of Max Shrek head sculpt as well, please. Thank you. That's all.
That'll be the red label Chase.
Right. Right.
Okay.
The image is burned.
So from this
brains,
first
right? Like we all
slide,
remember.
I don't know if I got something
what he
off
looked
there.
like.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
What jumps off of this leak list, at least this first page, to you?
Allegedly. I'm excited for the Riddler Hush, and the Scarecrow, the classic one. If they're doing a Batmobile, I'm inclined to think we're probably going to get a Robin then to go in that Batmobile. Because unless imagine if it's a one-seater, like it's not even accurate.
Oh God. Oh my God. I could see it happening.
With the
it's
movie
the same size as the 5-inch one or the 6-inch one. He just made the seat bigger and took the second seat.
Yeah. I'm excited for the movie, the Batman Returns stuff, and if it's anything like because I know with comic book stuff, it seems like they do lower production runs. With the movie stuff, they always produce a crap ton. Like you see a bunch of Superman movie figures on shelves. I think you're going to get a lot of that with the Batman Returns stuff. So I think you'll be able to easily get those.
Agreed.
I'm excited for that because I like Batman Returns.
It's the best. It's the best movie.
Forever.
Really?
Forever. Batman Forever.
Relax. Quest for peace.
I am again asking you to enjoy Superman 4 Quest for Peace.
Absolutely not, Kenny. Absolutely not.
Please.
The Atom Smasher and Spectre 2-pack looks interesting, especially since that Spectre from that. Remember that wave that cost like $40 a figure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
And I hope they give him a cloth cape because that would be cool because it's windswept to one direction. So, like, yeah, I would like.
Wait, that $40 figure didn't come with a cloth cape?
No.
Jesus. Jesus, Todd. Come on. That's the second biggest atrocity next to him not giving any version of my Captain Carrot a cloth cape. That's the second biggest atrocity. So,
people always talk about how the Mattel line went deep in the line. Like, we never got a Captain Carrot from them, and
right. Maybe on their second run we might, when they see just how successful he is.
It'll be in wave 1 of Mattel's 2026.
Can you imagine? I'll be instantly shilling for Mattel at that point. Instantly. Like,
I think they're going to copy the Todd's Mods designs, though. You know, Captain Carrot and a Todd's Mods look.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
just
look forward to. Look at this little like guy with a little carrot head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, guys. If he did a Todd's Mods Captain Carrot,
you'd buy it.
I would buy it. I would buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I wouldn't apologize. I wouldn't apologize.
You never do. You never do.
No one does.
No, I don't have to. You don't apologize when everything you do is perfect, David. You know, that's
wow.
So, Kenny, I know there are no Superman figures on this first slide, but what do you see here that excites you?
I mean, you ruined it when you said that, because I was looking at this and I was like, there's no Superman figures on this slide. That literally is what I was going to say. And that's it. That's what I have for you. You ruined it. But I guess if I had to bog down and choose something and go against my better judgment, no, not really. But I guess the only thing, since there are no Superman figures on this list, because that's the era we live in, hashtag Justice League, I will go with I'm looking forward to the Batman Returns stuff. What, of course, right?
Yeah.
You know, Batman, Catwoman, Penguin, Peacemaker. Yes.
I love Peacemaker and Batman Returns. He was the best character.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Right?
That was
You
my
remember
favorite. That was my favorite part of Batman Returns. You
Punch
remember
Out
when
Penguin.
you remember when Max Shrek was there, and then like Peacemaker came in and just haymakered.
Yeah.
That was wild.
He's so good.
Dude.
Peacemaker is there. You just can't see him.
I know.
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh, he did it.
One.
Okay.
PacPhotos one.
It's nuts.
He did.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm out.
Andrew, anything on this first slide? Any of these rumors? You're not a DC collector, right? But you
No.
Maybe the Danny DeVito Penguin, maybe.
No. Yes. I'm more of a Dark Knight series Batman fan, I guess. So I mean, there's none of that here. So I'd probably pass on some of this.
We've got more. We've got more to go over. Don't worry.
Okay.
There's more. There's more. Let's see here. Let's go on here. I mean, Jay, you couldn't have made the text a little smaller. Got it on one slide. Come on. What do I not pay you for? Okay. So this next one is, we see a DC Direct 7-inch figure with comic. So what line is that? Was it DC? Is that the Page Punchers? Okay. So I see DC Direct. I instantly was like, ooh, thinking like the Batman animated series re-releases. And then I kept reading. I was like, oh, Superman, damn it. No.
Yeah.
Right, Kenny?
I mean,
right?
that new Superman.
That's right. That's
Joker. Yeah. Joker Crisis on Infinite Earth. I'm just looking down here. I see the vinyl figures. Blah. Batman animated, Harley Quinn, and Joker Mad Love 2-pack. So that's a re-release. And so that's Harley Quinn in like the 90, right? Yeah. I'm down for that. I believe it's going, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but that Joker was just like a regular Joker, right? Like the same one we've already gotten.
Yeah.
Well, they did in the original releases, they did regular Joker with Harley in the 90, and then they did a tuxedo coloring, black and white kind of tuxedo Joker. But I think I don't remember if Harley was in a black 90 or if she was just in her normal red look. I don't remember. But this is one thing I never bought in the original releases, so I might get this.
Yeah, you can always put the joke. You always have an extra Joker. Put in the Joker mobile. You know, just put it in different spots on the shelf. And then if you get like the expressions pack, have all these different head sculpts, and you know you can mix and match, right? Past that, I know David, you're going to want to talk about the 6-inch Super Friends wave, probably, maybe.
Wave 3 of that. Yeah.
And I don't know if any of us care about the Marvel statues. I'm sorry, posed action.
No,
figures.
I really do care about the Rocket Raccoon. No, I don't care.
No. Pac. I'm gonna make David wait to talk about his Super Friends. I'm gonna put David in. Pac, what on this slide? What jumps out at you that you're most excited for?
Animated the 2-pack, and I didn't even realize till David mentioned that they did a black tuxedo. Now I gotta go find that one.
Oh man,
yeah,
but that might be what they do with this. Like this might be the black tuxedo version. You know,
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the San Diego exclusive because last year they had two. They had the collector edition, Agent Liberty, and then they had the Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne animated series. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the San Diego one this year. I hope not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those statues. No. The Marvel statues. I don't know. I think some, because I have a lot of friends that play Marvel Rivals, they'll probably cop those statues because there's no figures of them yet. But
that's fair.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Kenny.
What the
besides
fuck,
the
dude?
Superman you can't talk about the Superman up at the top. What are you most excited for? I'm joking. You can say the Superman.
Okay, because I was like, dude, that's pretty much it. Except for the Super Friends Bizarro. Because and Brainiac.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Bizarro Batman.
And Bizarro, no, not Bizarro Batman.
What?
Just no. What the fuck do I want with a Bizarro Batman?
He's part of the Bizarro universe, like.
But I'm a Superman fan.
You can put it with your Todd's Mod Superman.
Come on, man. Come on.
No imagination, Kenny.
I have a lot of imagination, and that's the problem.
That's why it's Star Wars and G.I. Joe on his shelves now.
Yeah, thank you. I'm building a Star Wars versus G.I. Joe shelf right now. You know, that's not true. I'm not doing that
crossover,
but I should. And nobody else do that. All right, putting that in my pocket right now. Nobody do that. All right, don't touch that. Superman 0 Hour. I'm very excited about 0 Hour because that's like 90s Superman, like mullet shit. And
which buck do you think he's gonna put it on?
He's gonna put it on the fucking Chad one. Pull it up. Yeah, he's gonna put it on the Chad one. And I don't like that. I don't want that. But that's what's gonna happen.
Is that the same buck that the first mullet Superman was already on?
Yeah.
Sure. It's gonna be that figure again.
Yeah, it's probably But I want it to be on the more slender one. You know, I don't know. I have an idea, but Todd's gonna put it on the Chad dude. So
fair.
Here we are. But anyway,
hurry up, Kenny. Andrew's got something to say.
Turn it over, Andrew, please. Thank you.
Andrew, do you want me to gracefully skip you?
Might as well.
Okay.
No, I want to hear Andrew's thoughts about this. Please tell me about talk to me about the Bizarro Batman, because clearly David wants to hear about Bizarro Batman. I prefer Bizarro, Anyway.
I know nothing about Bizarro Batman, so
No one does. It's fine.
No one does. Let's go to the one guy that does, evidently, David. How
I
many
mean, I don't
Bizarro
really
Batman
know about Bizarre Batman from Super Friends, but I'm down. Again, I'm down for the Super Friends wave. This is wave 3. And most pleasantly surprising is they're talking about Zan, who is the male from the Wonder Twins. So
we should finish that, right?
Yeah, I'm presuming wave 4 of Super Friends will have Jaina, the female from the Wonder Twins. And I'm sure one of them is going to be packed in with Gleek, the blue monkey sidekick of the Wonder Twins. So that's cool. And Aquaman,
David.
like, everyone loves to make fun of Aquaman from Super Friends. So
how pissed would you be if we just never get the other twin?
Oh, they wouldn't. Todd wouldn't. I have
Todd
faith
will.
at this
He
point.
will.
Todd would not leave us with one half of the Wonder Twins.
I don't know.
No.
If Todd doesn't get that funding he was asking for, like in this clip.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8 ball and $2 million.
Do your fucking job. I love that show.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go on. Let's go on to this next slide. Well, everyone wants to see some Fallout shit, right? This is just in here because Jay left it in here. And I don't know if you guys want to say anything. I played a couple of the Fallout games. I don't care about getting figures from them. I just think and I was talking to somebody about this the other day in person. When Todd can't do DC anymore, when that's gone, and he only has like Spawn and whatever else, I wonder like what's going to fill that void for him. Is he going to, and I can see him maybe leaning more into like video game stuff like Fallout. And there are he's been doing some anime figures for some reason. And that's really weird to me. It's like you're competing with SH Figure Arts and anime figures.
Are you referring to these elite, awesome anime?
Let me.
No, these all got replaced by the Jazzwares one. The Jazzwares ones are way better than these, but
oh yeah. It's just a weird choice, right? Like when he's not known for articulation, he's gonna compete with a company known for articulation. Like,
yeah, and I think they don't have the license for My Hero anymore, but this like overlay was probably their best one they ever did because like he actually gets a decent range compared to every So I don't know what happened, how they don't do that with other figures, but this one actually came out fine, but everything else is it's just a brick.
Weird choices. I haven't picked one up, but his Bleach figures look all right. It looks like they have some cloth on them, but
that's really soft goods. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I almost got that, but I already have like an Ichigo. Was it from Dasen model, and that's like the same scale and everything. So I already have that, and that's got all cloth goods. So, it's just weird, man. When Todd starts doing like Dragon Ball Z figures, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like why Todd?
He's gonna do a full Kubo and the Two Strings line.
Jeez, I would buy it, David. I'm not gonna lie. I would.
Yeah, we know you will. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll look like this though. Yeah.
I don't surprises anybody here, but I would buy that in a heartbeat. Let's see here. So does anybody interested in collecting Fallout stuff?
Pass.
The Fallout Elite Edition, I might, but like everything else.
Wait, no, Movie Maniacs though. This is what I'm pissed off about, Mcfarlane. No, hear me out though, because like back in the day when I was,
Kenny, we're not at the channel membership readout yet.
All right, my bad. No, but back in the day when I was a youngin' and collecting stuff, Movie Maniacs were the shit. Like that's what I love collecting back in the day. I've told you guys this before. When I was in my prime, when I was whatever. Anyway, back in the day, I used to love collecting. Last week, I used to love collecting Movie Maniacs. That was a cool line in the late 90s, early 2000s.
And
they
now
used to have this whole thing. You get a figure, it had a poster behind it. It displayed so well. What McFarlane is doing now with Movie Maniacs is a bastardization of anything that he's ever fucking done. So he has ruined the entire concept of this Movie Maniacs thing, and I won't stand for it. I won't have it. I'm not here for it.
Hear me out.
All
right.
Strongly.
Pac, please.
I think I agree. Their Movie Maniac stuff was pretty gnarly back then. Like even the Music Maniacs. But
yes,
I think because NECA carved out that niche and took over that.
You're right.
Anything really for them left to do, and I think the Movie Maniacs branding was just. It's a retro line to brand, right? Even though it's nothing to do with like the old school stuff. But I think them doing this is what helps that relationship with like Warner Brothers. Like, hey, we'll make Movie Maniacs of like Dumb and Dumber, even though
you know what it doesn't help?
You,
me, yeah,
yeah. I was gonna say,
yeah,
but no, I agree with you. I don't really care for the Movie Maniac stuff because like if you're gonna do this. Make like Austin Powers again or something like that.
Yeah. Make something fun, dude. Like
I don't want Sheldon from freaking Big Bang Theory. Like, I don't want...
Thank you. That's all. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
Just a little like, hey, I'm over here. Just don't do something fucking stupid.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
All right. So let's see here. So I think on the next slide, the main thing is the Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. The 2 Mortal Kombat figures, and he's doing Avatar. Woo! He's continuing. I think he's done that Avatar line for a while, right? He's revisiting
that beef shit, or is that? Oh, that's the Disney.
That's the movie.
Guys. Did you hear?
Never mind.
Did you hear? Did you hear that he's doing a Kubo and the? No, I'm just kidding. That's not.
But it's going to be a Movie Maniacs version, though. It's not going to be a.
Oh man. So that's the blue people then, right? The blue people avatar.
Yep.
Okay. Wait. Okay, I didn't know that was Disney. But I'm mostly excited about the Mortal Kombat line. I don't care that it's McFarlane. I don't care that 7-inch. We are getting OG looking Mortal Kombat figures at a decent price, and I'm all in. I'm all in on it. It won't go with any of my other fighting game. It won't go with my Jada Street Fighter, but they will be their own little thing on a shelf until another company, please, Jada, please, decides to do them in a 6-inch scale, in like 10 years, I guess. But I'm excited. Raiden, Reptile. We already know we're getting Sub-Zero, Scorpion, the Melina, and God, what's the other one's name? There's Melina, Katana. And was there another figure? Am I missing one?
Puck said that you're not paying attention to the guest.
Whatever. David, is that it? Was it only 4 announced before then?
Yeah, because I think the variants are like the other sets. Yeah,
gotcha. So I'm excited about that. The turtles, there'll be an audience for that. There are people that are really sick to pick up every iteration of the turtles that all these companies do, because I guess it's Nickelodeon owns the master license or somebody, and they will just give it to anybody. I'm surprised Hasbro isn't making Marvel Legends crossover turtles at this point. It's probably coming.
I don't know, man. Like, people, when this was announced at Toy Fair, people were excited. I was like, those look like 5 POA figures. Like, That's there to
They
be
might be.
excited.
I mean, in his defense, I think I don't know. He could probably make it work because turtles don't, even though they're Ninja Turtles. I mean, look at the
It's
NECA
a
ones
Ninja
don't move incredibly well. The Super 7 ones definitely don't. The best moving turtles are probably the Power Rangers Lightning Collection crossovers. Holy shit, Hasbro has done turtles.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, but
David, is that face you were making when you're like thinking when I said it? Yeah. I've got those on the
I
shelf.
feel like
right
they've done
behind
like
me.
Transformer crossover turtles too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, the party wagon.
Yeah.
The party wagon. Yep. That's fair point. Fair point. So at this point, I think everyone has done turtles. We will get Mythic Legion's turtles in about a year. I bet you. Mythic Legion's turtle crossovers.
Gotta follow up the dragon with something.
Yeah. David, anything on this jumping out at you?
Pass.
Besides the Mortal Kombat figures, right? You're gonna get all the Mortal Kombat figures?
Nope.
No. So
Wow.
disappointed in you, David. So disappointed. Pac, are you all in on the Mortal Kombat line?
yeah, I'm all in on the Mortal Kombat line. I think you're asking what they should focus on after DC. I think Mortal Kombat's going to be their focus, but I think they should still continue like doing these things. Like the Warhammer stuff, honestly, is their best stuff.
Yeah. Here, let me.
But they've had this license as long as the DC one. I think that's one of their longest ones, like 5 years now. But it's funny because whoever sculpted these, it's way better articulation in the torso than some of the DC figures. And
Go figure. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
to me, like
Warhammer?
this is their, like G.I. Joe's. Like it has all these accessories, better paint apps than the DC figures, and it's the same price point. You know, I think this stuff's pretty good that they do.
I would not guess that was a McFarlane. I would not guess. It looks cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kenny. He's not paying attention. Stop paying attention. Andrew, anything jump out at you here?
Yeah, I think the Mortal Kombat.
Are you gonna pick up at least, like one of each character?
Probably not.
Kombat? Who are you hoping for?
Well, definitely Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yeah.
So, waiting on those. But I might get Reptile.
Yeah. You know, they'll do Smoke eventually too. So you just have all the 4 ninjas right there.
That'd be pretty cool. But Raiden would be pretty good.
Andrew, I mean, I'm not gonna get all of them. But
Not
I mean,
all of
maybe
just some of them.
But then you have to get Liu Kang. You have to get Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need a friend.
Yeah, and then Goro.
Yeah.
So Goro is probably going to be like a mega, like one of his mega deluxes, right? Is that what
Has to be? Has to.
Yeah. And Reptile damn it! I was just about to say Reptile has to come with the alternate head, but we know it's going to be a chase version, right? With the alternate head. I just disappointed myself. I did it to myself. Kenny, are you in on the Mortal Kombat line?
Is he muted?
He's muted.
Yes, I was muted. Sorry, I was.
I thought you were in deep thought.
I was really thinking about it. Yeah, I think I'm 6-inch. Yeah, I'm in.
They're 7-inch figures, Kenny.
I know. So I'm not in. I'm out.
Damn.
I've been gone every day of the week.
Okay. That's fair.
Wow.
That's fair. And with that, let's see here. So that's it for the leak list, right? Any closing thoughts on the leak list from anybody before we just hop over to Toy Arc and I'll let everybody pick like one of the Marvel Legends, one of the McFarlane reveals that you're most excited for of the 38 that he revealed this past week. Any final thoughts on this leak list?
Good job, Jay's Toy Creation.
Right. There we go. And we're all everyone will buy the turtles, right? Right. That's what I'm getting from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course. So let me screen share this real quick like a professional. Now we get into, oh my God, McFarlane doesn't know when to stop releasing figures. Whew. Okay. So there's a lot going on here. And Pac, you are our guest. So what out of everything he revealed, of course, shout out Toy Arc, because I couldn't be bothered to do a slide for each one of these reveals.
No one cares.
Out of all these reveals, what has you the most excited?
It's probably the Jonah Hex. I mean, I know they announced like the renders a couple months ago, but the Jonah Hex stuff, because we get Gray Ghost in that line, and the OG Gray Ghost is going to cost a lot of money.
Dude, so much. Let me go back. So that one is actually, where was that?
Oh, and the thing
Toy
with the thing with those is that they completely did away with the cell shading finally. Like, there's no cell shading at all in any of those. Yeah.
And
sorry, I picked the one that's not in Toy Arc.
Right, the one that's not there. It's okay. It wasn't.
What happened to David?
And then yeah, what happened, David? Oh, did he go back in? Oh, they went back in. Oh no, do we lose David already?
Because we've been on so long.
I think we should start a new fund. We get him a longer phone cord.
Yeah, we need to get him a better charger.
Yep.
A better charger. Exactly. There we go. Let's see the Jonah Hex. There we. There.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no cell shading at all.
Yeah. It only took 5 waves.
And we never got right. So good. And like you said, the Gray Ghost.
I'm probably gonna double up on get 2 of the Gray Ghosts.
Oh really? Do you have a plan for the second one?
No, there's ones that I'm like, all right, this is probably gonna. I always pick like 1 or 2 of my favorites on a wave and just double up just in case. Like, I want to get another one of those Hardak. I missed the pre-order for that, but I actually got the pre-order the latest. I got to pre-order this through the app.
Oh, the Hardak?
No, this wave when it went up on Target.
Oh, you got this whole wave. Oh man. Yeah. So when you caught it, like how long had it been up when you caught it?
On the dot, like because I was with my friend.
I missed it by a mile.
Yeah, I was like, I had set alarm. I was hanging out with my friend. They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I got to pre-order something real quick." It's at 8:59. As soon as it turned 9 o'clock, I just refreshed and just hit add to cart right away. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to. Sorry. So let's see here, and we lost David. Of course, we lost David. So let's see here, Kenny. Out of all the McFarlane reveals, what were you most excited for?
Yeah, the only thing I'm excited for is Superboy. So I feel like that was expected.
So I'm trying to find the original page again.
Yes. So I have like I think that's the new 52 Superboy with the jacket on.
Yeah.
This one I'm kind of, the only reason I'm disappointed with this is like they're only giving us the no jacket Superboy, right? So it's cool though. I think it looks okay, but I would prefer that it had the jacket, but whatever.
I think it's on the same like body mold. Would you just swap the heads off from that one?
It is. Yeah.
And throw on some sunglasses on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
Is that on this page right here, Kenny? Oh, there he is.
If you go down, yeah. there it is.
Okay, so you said just no jacket.
I like it because it's actually a pretty good version of Superboy from Reign of Superman, but obviously, like, they're going lazy and not doing the jacket, right?
Wow.
But that's the chase? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. But I do
Yeah,
okay,
so
go back to the Wonder Woman though. Like, let move on from the Superboy. I like the Superboy, but I do like this Wonder Woman. I do. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty
that knee. Look at that knee.
fuck the knee, dude. No, but like fuck the knee, but like look at the figure itself. Like, it's actually a pretty cool, like, old school Wonder Woman. No?
That's the
knee. Fuck the knee. Fuck the
knee. It's okay. We've got butterfly joints.
Yeah.
But look at this fucking knee right here. Man, nice.
Fuck
Oh.
it.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. What? They have it posed like this for these in every. Oh my god! This one's got both out. Look at that. I don't know why you accentuate the worst. And that's I don't know, man. I think I'm just burnt. He burnt me on a Wonder Woman before, so.
That's it.
David's back. I don't know if you guys know.
David's back. David's back.
So, David.
Yo.
What out of all the Mcfarlane reveals, I've got both tabs open now, so don't you worry. Got the animated series reveals open and this like complete dump of I don't mean that in a derogatory way. He just dumped a lot on us, you know. Of all these reveals, this dump. What excites you most? Not necessarily out of these. You can talk about the animated series stuff if you want.
Well, I'm in for the Jonah Hex wave. I'm hyped for that. From this group, I like Beast Boy. I don't mind the Wonder Woman. I'm not like crazy about it. I hoped I would like it more than I do, but I don't care for it much. And that Superboy is nice. Are we sure he's not going to have a soft goods jacket?
No, because I think they would have shown
they would show that off. Yeah, they would have showed that off.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Like why they've done jackets, they've done all sorts of things. So like, why would they not do it now? You know, I don't know. That's just weird. Down for the Mirror Master. And the new classic. Yeah, that looks great. That looks better than the Nightfall Nightwing that I bought. Yeah, that's awesome. That's some great dick right there. Yeah, that's some great dick right there.
Great dick.
What
is this Batman?
That's not the one with the really long ears, though, right? The Troika one looks crazy.
No.
Do you see that?
I know what you're talking about. It's
the black one with the really long. That's ridiculous.
Isn't this like worst Bat-Buck too?
I would buy that to like skewer a hot dog on it or something, you know, like, and have it in my display with hot dog skewer
roast
on the
marshmallows.
Top. Right. Like, what the hell? Like, I get it, but like, that's crazy. I don't need that.
I get it.
Pass.
I get it.
Yeah. No, I'm not getting that. Beast Boy looks good. Mirror Master looks good. I don't care for Metron with the chair. Not doing it. Why does Beast Boy have a slice of pizza? Is that just like ripping off Pizza Spider-Man?
It's hungry, man.
That's a teaser for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line.
Yeah. They had extra pizza slices.
TMNT crossover incoming with Teen Titans.
This chair's cool.
I feel like the one from Mattel was bigger than that. Yeah. And it was a smaller scale line. You know?
could you like use this like if you never got the king that came with the throne? You like fudge this with like an older Marvel Legends king. It's gonna be a lot
if
bigger.
you're insane, like
Yeah. I am, David.
No,
I am.
Justin. No, you don't want to use a DC chair from a 7-inch line for like a Marvel villain in a 6-inch line. Like, what's wrong with you, Justin? How could you
I'm psychotic,
like,
David,
suggest such a thing? Clearly psychotic. I've never been a big Deathstroke fan. Like, it looks like a good figure, but I'm not gonna go crazy to find that. Like,
I do like Deathstroke, but I just can't I haven't brought myself to buy any of his Deathstroke figures. Just something about this one just seems off.
Are the boots cell shaded? Like, there looks like stripes. Like, maybe that's just the lighting from the floor. I don't know.
It's just lighting. Yeah.
It's weird.
That holster is way too big for that gun. That's not secure at all.
They thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Wow.
That's also coming with a gun. I mean, to just graze over that. Remember when they weren't letting him do guns with figures? So maybe there's hope for that new Peacemaker figure in that Batman Returns wave to have guns this time.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
I just need a Max Shrek and a motorized duck vehicle. My life is complete.
With a gun. With a gun.
Is Mr. Miracle in a rubber cape?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Where's he at? Is he up top?
He was in the green. He was near there. Yeah, there.
Right here.
Yeah, it's using the Al's body.
God.
Damn.
Come on. It's like when you advance, it's like Marvel Legends going back to pinned figures. Like McFarlane going back to like rubber jackets and capes. Like, come on.
You think he did that because he didn't want to have to somehow do like this top piece of the cape wired?
Yes. It's sculpted for Red Tornado already. It's the same reason with the Hour Man and Spectre with like the folded over collar cape.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not gonna do all of the extra stitching and folding and extra parts.
If it had been wired cloth, like they would have just cut it and still had this plastic up here and then wired cloth, and it would just look odd. So
yeah,
I get it. I get it.
I get it, but it's still lazy. Like, you know, like there's a million customizers out there who can make a wired cape to replace that on Mr. Miracle, and like they will, you know. So
is
wired
that
hood
stitching on her hood? Is that wired?
They did a wired hood for her. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. They should have wired that top collar piece. Never mind.
Yeah, that's like this Spawn figure. Like this cape's kind of ass, but there's wiring right there. So like, yeah, they could have definitely done it.
See, why do that and then do that?
Yeah.
That's weird to me. It's just filled with just weird choices where, you know, we justify a lot of the stuff and then complain. We justify half of it and complain about the other half, right? So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But
Andrew,
but we should mention that the Superpowers Animal Man has a soft goods jacket, and it's like a tiny scale figure. Did you see that?
The what?
Justin? Superpowers, like the little 5-inch,
I didn't.
5 POA.
Animal
they
don't have those on, do they?
I think it might have been the previous. Oh, there.
Oh,
right,
here we go.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So we went
Todd?
soft goods jacket with like a whole lapel and everything to put on this 5 POA figure.
In his defense, that's not much fabric.
No, but like it's got more detail on it and movability than Mr. Miracle. Like what's going on?
It's true. Oh my god.
Strange.
It's fair.
Wow.
Kenny.
Nah,
Kenny,
come on.
They didn't want you to feel left out.
Wait,
Here we
Kenny, are you
go.
getting Ross exclusive?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this Ross exclusive.
Yeah.
Wait, is that real? Is that real?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Are they
It's
Yeah.
real.
actually?
It's
Oh,
real.
no. How? Right.
Blister
So
carded.
here's the
no frills,
No frills.
no hands, no extra.
No hands.
Yeah.
How are you
Nothing.
doing a Ross? That's real, right?
No,
That
that's
is
real.
They're doing a Ross exclusive.
Yeah.
It's not just a joke.
You know what's
You're
fucked
not
up?
fucking with me.
Like, dude, I know
It'll
that
be
I'm
the
a
chase.
small channel. I know I'm a small channel, but like, I love Superman. So like, they could have reached out to me before they reached out to fucking Ross. You know what I mean? It's fucked up.
Here's the thing. Like Ross gets all their stuff from like overflow of other stuff people didn't want.
Yeah.
So Mcfarlane had to personally set up distribution going straight to Ross.
Yeah.
Like he did all this out of spite, you guys.
They could have said, hey, Kenny.
He did this because
We know
Kenny
that-
hijacked his trailer.
We know that
So
you
far, we've
hijacked the trailer. We know that you received one of these, you know, but we would like to extend an olive branch, you know, and they didn't. They fucked up. They fucked up. No, they fucked up. We didn't fuck up. They fucked up. They fucked up. Fuck them.
So it comes with no accessories, no extra hands.
fuck
It's
them.
just
Fuck
like just the figure, right? Is it
Yeah.
a cloth cape or
Yeah.
No.
No,
Rubber.
it's a
Or rubber.
napkin.
okay?
Yeah.
It's a napkin. That's just so weird. Oh, there it is. Yeah. No, wait, that's not
No.
it, right? That's
That's the
deluxe.
theatrical
That's the
deluxe.
deluxe.
Yeah.
I saw one of these. It wasn't the theatrical deluxe. It was the regular one.
Let's go.
At Target today, and I picked it up just to look at the face. Man, the face sculpt ain't it. I didn't like it
Don't
at
worry
all.
about it. Don't worry about it.
At all. Don't worry about it. Kenny, are you getting one of each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, I'm getting one of each. I'm not getting one of these motherfucking Ross exclusives.
Yes, you
Come on,
will.
No.
Yes, you
Time
will,
out.
Kenny.
Time
Don't
out.
worry, Kenny. You'll get one. Don't you worry.
No.
You-
Listen. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. You can go fuck yourselves, Ross. I know what you're doing. I know what your shit is about. This ain't it. All right. I love Superman, and whatever Todd is telling you, Ross, you better back the fuck up. You know what I mean? All right.
He's doing it, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. He's doing it.
Get out.
So Andrew, did you have any of these Mcfarlane releases that I've shown off so far that you're most excited about?
No.
No, not a single one.
No.
It's okay.
Pass.
Okay, Andrew doesn't collect DC.
You know, pass.
And
Yeah.
it makes the segment shorter. Pass. So I will say, guys, so I put a poll in the chat.
Oh, God damn it. I passed.
And I said, who should read out the channel member list? Kenny, David, or Andrew? And so far, you guys just go for the love of God, go vote in this poll. Okay. For the love of God. You're doing this to yourselves. Okay. You're doing this to yourselves. Go vote in the damn poll. Okay. Just go vote in the poll. I'm gonna leave it open for another minute. Okay. I'm gonna let Pac plug all his social media, and look, Pac, the poll is skewing towards Kenny right now. So I know you know what that means. So if you want to dip before he starts all that and say your goodbyes early, you're more you're more than justified in doing so. So, Pac, my friend, thank you. Kenny's tuning up his guitar. Jesus Christ. Pac, thank you for joining the madness this week, my friend. See you in the chat every week. I've been following you for a while now. Even though you collect McFarlane, I enjoy all your stuff. No, seriously, you're a great dude. I love seeing you around. all the live streams. You're around YouTube everywhere. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, and what they have to look forward to on your channel.
I'll stay until even afterwards. I'm here for the long haul. But sorry, I'll make it quick, Kenny. My bad.
Please don't make it quick. Make it long, and I want people to leave. Honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, thanks for having me on here. Like, it's cool. Like, you guys are hitting almost like a year, right? Doing the live streams.
43 weeks. 43 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to say it's nice because during the pandemic, I got a lot of toy podcasts and all that stuff. But like, I also like when there's newer content creators coming out doing podcasts, and you guys have like an authentic, organic chemistry. So it's like you guys are one of my favorite toy podcasts to catch. So it's like it's cool. So also, to be on here is humbling, and thanks for having me on, man. Yeah.
Oh man. Anytime. I think it's crazy that people like you or Cleva are willing to take the time to come on here and talk to us. As Kenny would say, I think Kenny would classify us as lessers in that category. Yes,
typically,
right, Kenny. Yeah, it's his guitar.
Yeah.
You are welcome on here anytime, my friend.
I mean, what else I appreciate, like, unlike obviously I have a bias, but like you all like you guys like lines, but you're also not going to be like, yeah, I like this line, so I'm going to be positive. You know what I mean? You guys are just, if you like it, you don't, like, you're honest about it, which I appreciate. Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's honest thoughts, right? Honest thoughts.
We're not shills. We're not fucking shills.
No.
Not like Kenny for Superman.
Okay, first of all, how dare you?
Sorry, I'll plug this. So you can find me on Instagram at PacPhotos. YouTube, it's somebody already took PacPhotos, so you can find me under Real PacPhotos.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
we should find that motherfucker.
Also, there's
Whatever.
I use Flickr because I studied photography in college. I used Flickr back in the day, but
yes,
I did not.
Rest in peace.
PacPhotos on Flickr is not me. I Googled it and I was like, I wonder what PacPhotos is on Flickr. It's like some other weird. That's not me.
But you're advertising for him right now, though.
That's true. You are. Yeah.
You can edit this later, right?
No. No.
That's true.
Edit.
No. On YouTube, you can expect different stuff now. I think I'm kind of veer away from reviews. I'm gonna start doing stop motion again, and then you can expect more countertop photos on my Instagram. And then you can find me on MySpace too. So if you find me, add me in your top 8.
Whoa. Ooh, the top 8. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So see here, Kenny, I'm checking the poll. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you people?
Everybody hates.
What is wrong with
How
you
many
people?
votes?
So,
How many votes?
All of this.
I'm not gonna lie, there's only 10 votes. 10 votes in the poll. So
that seems like we should just kill it. We should just.
So more than half the people just don't care. There's 11 votes now. So people just don't care. They're either voting for Kenny or they don't care. 64% Kenny, 36% David. In parentheses, I hate Kenny.
Who said that?
0 people voted for Andrew. In parentheses, I double hate Kenny. Andrew, what they don't know is you would just take twice as long to read. You would like to take a break, like a drink break in between every name. But guys, and for the sake of time, I'm going to end the poll since it's skewing towards Kenny anyway. I'm ending the poll, and you have no one but yourselves to blame. No one but yourselves. It's 63%, Kenny. It's just part of the shtick at this point. It's just part of the shtick, and it's here. It's a segment in the show at this point. Kenny's long-term readout. He's got the guitar out. So before we start all this debauchery, make sure you follow Pac on Instagram and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Those links are in the description down below, as well as the link to Kenny's channel, Encounter Culture, here on YouTube, where he doesn't do this. What's about to happen? Don't worry, it doesn't happen on his channel. Make sure you catch his Thursday streams. Sometimes Thursdays, sometimes Fridays. Over there, though, they go more in depth than the week to week news. Him and usually Alexi, who is not here tonight. Follow David on Instagram. Follow Andrew on Instagram. Everyone's links down below. Even Alexi's, I left it there, even though he's not here this week. So that's that. And the rest of the stream, you've brought this on yourselves. Kenny, take it away.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna try something. All right. All right. This is way out of tune, so fuck you. It doesn't matter. It's out of tune. Just fucking deal with it. All right.
I will open toys when this happens.
All right. We got the Justified MVP. It starts with the man they call Agent Z. Then it moves down to me. Just kidding. We go way back up. It's called Legion X, Compulsive Collector, John Morrissey. He's trying to be just the 1, 2, 3, 4. David Evan Smith is right down to 3. He's number 3. That's true. That's where he is. Hey, David Evan and Smith. Michael Davis, we've seen you. We know you. We love you. St. James, if you ever come again, then you'll know where you've been. Michael, let me tell you a story about Michael. We know Michael. Michael is one of the best people in the toy collecting community. Bring toys to work. He's been around. We love him. He was in the chat today. I will tell you this, guys. This is going to be a whole thing. All right. Michael, he's part of the Justified, and that's exactly where he needs to be. Okay. Oh, well, we got man. I love to watch a movie. My daughter came back. Exactly. That's how it goes when you're with us. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the Justified. Once it was mentioned that I maybe have said that you were less than. Please be assured that I would never refer to you as less than. Okay. This is like a artsy kind of thing. All right. I'm just gonna like strum chords occasionally. All right. And you'll deal with it. You know what I mean? You heard that? You like that? You know what I mean? Anyway. Christopher Allen, displayed once. Kurt K. Cole's Cave. Ya boys got toys who couldn't join us tonight because he didn't think that he was worth our time. You know what I mean? Anyway, Super Turk 5000. Well, 4,999 times ago, I thought you were just as cool as you are now. So, You take that home and you take that ride, and we all move on. You know what I mean? Mikey Moon Boots. Boots. I've owned boots. I've worn boots. I've worn many boots. I've never worn big boots or short boots. I don't know. St. James says, I'm getting secondhand loaded watching this. And let me tell you something, James, you'll never get this loaded as you're getting loaded right now. Let's move on. Jay fell through a roof once. I through a roof. Never. But Jay did tell me today that he fell through a roof. He reminded me that sometimes life is just a moment in passing of time, and sometimes you fall through your ceiling because you're playing with your toys. Chi collects once and twice and 3 times and 4 times and 5 times. I told you that I would never mention hepatitis C again, and yet 6 times I'm mentioning hepatitis C, and that was actually in the court of C. I don't think it was, but it might have been. No one knows. Jared Byrne. No, what the fuck is going on right now?
Oh, sorry. I was just showing off the windswept hair. Really cool. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Jared Byrne.
Hopefully, Kenny didn't lose his place.
Jesse Hubbard. Stone Capybara. Gabriel. Lone Dragon. It started with a click. Ellie. Phil Jones. A.G. Barine. Card back! We miss you!
I miss Cardback, like just crashing out.
Primus. The Wolf Pack. John Basinki Jr. Code Man 617. We all love you and we miss you. You're the justified, and I've never said anything less than anything. I always appreciate you. You're better than the MVP. That's it, man. That's what I got.
Woo!
So I want to let everybody know.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
That was Kenny. Kenny tries something different, a little different every week to try to keep everybody from voting for him.
Thank you.
So
please.
So yeah. That does not happen every week. Pac again, I apologize. I've just been playing with this Goku to get through that. Guys, come back next week. We don't know what we're talking about yet, but it will be episode 35, right? Is that what we're
40,
on now?
Isn't it?
45? 45. Yeah, 45. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
45. Brain rot. Guys, have a great night. Let's see. Pac, again, thank you for showing up, my friend. You're welcome back anytime, regardless of what just happened. Oh, look, Christopher Allen's here. Hey, Chris. Christopher Allen. And of course, St. James was getting us through that. St. James was doing his best card back impersonation through that whole thing. Guys, have a great night. Follow all these guys on Instagram. Kenny, I think that worked a little bit. We dipped in viewers more than normal. So
come on.
Mission accomplished. Guys, have a great night. Stay justified, and we will see you next Saturday night at 8:45 p.m. ish Eastern Standard Time. More people just jumped in. Bye, guys. Bye.